afraid, but I don't break. I heard you question my stability. You think I'll fall just like a guillotine, but I am here to stay. Won't look away. The storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control, feel it in my bones. I'm coming for the, coming for the. I'm coming for the throne. I'm coming for the throne. So you wanna be my enemy? You should've known I'd never kiss the rain. Ice runs in my veins, won't play it safe. I don't belong with your nobility. Who died and made you king of anything? You think that I'm insane? It's your mistake. Kingdoms rise and fall. I've come to take it all. I'll take it. I've come to take it. Kingdoms rise and fall. I've come to take it all. I'll take it all. The storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control, feel it in my bones. I'm coming for the, coming for the. I'm coming for the throne. I'm coming for the throne.
with another late night THFC Rant Show. My name is Will Stewart. Thanks for watching the show. We lost. First loss of the season, away at Arsenal, 3-1. I'm sure there'll be a lot of fun things to talk about. Already have 3 or 4 people waiting in the back. If you want to join the show, the link is pinned to the top of the chat. Just click on it and join on in. And if you do, I will ban you. So don't do any of that junk. But before we start bringing in the guests, let's say hello to the folks in the chat. They're the ones who make this show feel fun. Let's see who's here. Ellie, the Queen Ellie is here. So down, man. We were poor crap. No fight, no bites. We were, well, and truly battered by Arsenal. Were we battered? I don't know. We lost, but that's for sure. I'm not quite sure if we were battered, but I'm sure we'll talk about it. Who else is here? Steven is here. Stefan. Managed the first half just fine. I agree. I thought the first half kind of went according to plan. Second half, after Lloris kind of bobbled one and the penalty, or the sending off rather, the red card, things kind of went bad. The Assassinator's in the house. He's back there. He's ready to take some people out. Kevin Murray's also in the house. Big up, Kevin. Disappointed. I know, man. Amir's in the house. What's going on, buddy? Gina Kim is in the house. Annyeonghaseyo. Gina Kim Nim. Annyeonghamnida. Thank you for coming and watching the show. Welcome. This and that 765. Big up. John Fitzpatrick is in the house. David, annyeonghaseyo to you as well. Luca 14. And lots of other people. JJ Tubb is in the house. Ronan O'Donnell. Big up, Will. I don't know. I'm not quite sure, Ronan, if losing away at Arsenal right now is as bad as drawing at home to Brighton. Just saying. But big up. Thanks for coming. Anakin Skywalker is here. Big yourself up. London is red. Come on, you Gooners. Yeah. Well, we all know what happens to Anakin. He turns into Darth Vader and he ends up getting his head chopped off. So, just saying. But big up, Noah. Welcome to the show. We don't mind all different kinds of people. Well, the guys from Stell Streams are coming. Cheers. Big up. Yeah, I'm sure Stell will be on here too shortly. The Last Jedi. We got a bunch of Star Wars in the chat tonight. But let's start bringing in some of the guests. The first one is the Assassinator. He's gonna come and assassinate some people with his comments and his opinions. Hassan is in the house. What's going on, Hassan?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Your thoughts on the show? Or on the game, rather.
Yeah. I mean, first half, I thought neither team really played amazing. I thought it was going into halftime 1-1. There's a little bit of hope within me that we could get something, and then they scored early. We got the red card, and it was pretty much done from there. I think you can blame multiple things for the defeat. Emerson, Hugo Lloris, maybe the two-man midfield. At the end of the day, we played how I thought we'd play: sit deep, and take the pressure and try to hit them on the counter. But honestly, in that first half, we had maybe 3-4 counters our final pass was just like off by maybe a meter. It was just either overhit or to the side, and it cost us, man. I don't think our forwards played particularly well.
No, it cost us big. In fact, I took notes today, so we'll be going over that minute by minute.
Yeah. and just before I get more people, I was looking at the SofaScore ratings as you do to look at it, and I was looking at Emerson's stats: 0 dribbles attempted, 0 accurate crosses, and 0 key passes. So that's our right wing back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, he's not very good. But let's bring in the next guest today. You know him. He's gonna drop some good. I should make this your song, Asan. It's got the the glock clock, blickety glock clock. But we got him here, Jed State.
Hey.
What did I do there? Why are there 2 songs playing?
Man, my song's so good that has 2. Like, has 2 of them at once. Like,
that's right. You're so good. Either that or I just have really big fingers. Don't know which one is true. Maybe both. But your quick thoughts. We got a lot of guests sitting in the back, so we got to get them on tonight.
I don't know how Emerson Royale is a professional footballer.
7, 8,
Just saying.
9.
Like, he's made it all through the academy, all through Barcelona, loaned to Betis, and he's fooled everyone.
Yeah, he has. But let's bring in the next guest.
£25 million.
20. Yeah. Bring in the next guest. She is the queen of YouTube.
Guguma.
Not Guguma.
Huh?
THFC till I die. The queen, Ellie's in the house.
Hello, Will. Hello.
What's going on, Ellie?
Steak.
Well, I'm very down still, and I really truly believe I stick by my word. We were battered in every single department. Our passing was crap, really poor, and we just didn't get into the game, and we made drastic errors that cost us the game as well. I agree with State that Emerson's stealing a living, and I just was very, very disappointed. We played better than last year, though. There's one little
that is
notch
true.
on Spurs
barely.
It's Nuno. You're comparing Conte to Nuno. It's Prito Santo.
No, to be honest with you, I thought the first half wasn't bad.
Yeah, I know. We should have won the game by the first half. Like, they got a lucky goal, we got a penalty, and Perisic should have scored.
Yeah, but we'll go more than just Perisic.
I'm just talking about the first half.
Yeah, in that first half, it was more than just Perisic. We'll get into that, though. But let's bring on... I got to get through this quick because we got a full house tonight already. So let's bring in the next guest. She's the Empress. Tottenham Hotspur. All the way from Tehamingu. Everybody in the comments, show your love. Goguma Nim is in the house. 안녕하십니까.
안녕하세요. Hi everyone.
You actually got to watch the game. It was not too late for you guys over there in Korea. This would have been yesterday, last night.
Yes.
Did you get to watch the game?
It was like at 8:30.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad at all. It was a good time.
8:30 p.m. for you guys. Those early games, they're horrible for us. At 7:30 in the morning for me.
You might as well not go to sleep.
I almost didn't, dude. To be honest with you, I went to bed I ended up falling asleep around 3 o'clock. Couldn't sleep last night for some reason, but I tried.
4 hours.
Yeah, laid in bed since like 11:30, but just couldn't fall asleep. But Goguma, your quick thoughts on the game before we bring in the next guest.
너무 실망이었어요. I was disappointed because I felt like in the first half we weren't that bad, and I thought we would hold on and make something in the second half. But then the Jesus goal happened, and yeah. So yeah, disappointed, but I think we could have won it actually, but this
if Hugo hadn't befuddled it, but
and Emerson wasn't a donkey.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, Romero had a really bad game today too, and we'll get into it.
Romero.
But let's bring in the next guest. We got to move quick. People in the back are getting impatient. We got the next guest is first time caller to this show. I do believe. I think so. Maybe not. If he's been on before, it's been a while. Big up to Michael's in the house.
Steak.
What's going on, Michael? How you doing today?
Hi, Michael.
Yeah. Hi.
Yay.
It's my first time, so yeah. Just before I start, how much sweating do you allow, Will? How much sweating do you allow?
Lots of sweating.
That's
why I wore the tank top tonight.
What's going on?
Swearing. We're past 10 minutes. You're good to go. You can swear.
Yeah. Don't get demonetized.
Yeah, I will probably need some sweating today to describe that
Just-
game, but
Just try to
Stay.
manage the C word as much as possible.
yes, of course.
Leaving you bull cunt.
Yeah, that one that you're not supposed to say. Thanks, Steak, for the example. But your quick thoughts on the game before we bring on the next guest.
Yeah, I think that game was basically lost by individual performances. I don't have any issues with the team as a collective. I just feel like we were let down by certain players today, and I'm sure we'll talk about them. And you mentioned two of them already, so yeah, maybe we'll talk about them later.
Yeah, we're gonna get into it.
Yeah, I think the first half was okay. I was happy with how we performed the first half, but the second one was, yeah, it was a hard watch.
Yeah, it didn't start well at all. The next guest, we're gonna bring him on. Also, to first or second time on this show, but I don't know. We know each other well. We've seen each other all over the place. Hasper TV's in the house. Everybody in the comments showing some love.
Hey,
Mr. Hasper
right.
TV, what's going on, man?
Come on,
Hey,
the
you're right.
Greek.
Do you remember that previous stream?
Right,
where
Greeks
it's
are in
like,
the ass.
Yeah.
Come on, the Greeks.
Yeah. I'm really, really
We
down.
didn't have our sub-blood today, did we?
No. No, we definitely didn't have any blood today. But yeah, honestly, guys, like it was really depressing watching that game in the end. But I think for me, the big moment was a red card because I felt even though we were losing 2-1, I felt there was still a chance. For us.
exactly. We could still get a point.
Yeah, and Emerson just fucked it. So fuck Emerson.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but we've got a Gooner friend in the back. First time on this
hello.
channel, but he's used to being on Stelios' channel. Large Anus is in the house. Let's go, buddy.
He's back.
What's going on, Large Anus?
Steak.
I don't welcome him.
How you doing?
Oh yeah.
Doing good, mate.
Nah. Well, where do we even start, guys? Firstly, I've got to say, I don't know why Conte was complaining after the game because he was saying the red cards changed the game, but you played with 10 men when the game started because Emerson was playing. So I'm not really surprised how, you know what I mean? Ultimately, you played with 10 men throughout the whole game. So honestly, I have to say, our performance was really good on an Arsenal perspective, but I expected a bit more from Tottenham. I just wanted a bit more, I don't know. I felt the way you're playing now is not the way that fans. I just wanted to ask Tottenham fans: would you rather play attractive football or the football you're playing now? Because I wouldn't want to. I would never want my team to play that way. But I'm not sure what your thoughts on this.
I mean, me personally, I don't mind like a defensive 3-5 system, 3 at the back system. I don't think it has to be as defensive as it is, but sometimes people make an issue of it.
They got Dyer, so
Yeah, but for me, I don't know. It just depends on how it works. But we've got a lot of people trying to get into the show. So if you're trying to get on, just hang tight when somebody pops out. And if you've popped out and you can't get back in, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about that right now. But I do got to bring on the next guest. Back from the wherever he was at, making music like this all day long. Barry's in the house.
Stank.
Barry's getting Larry up in here.
Oh my god.
Do you guys use that slang in the UK, Larry?
Larry?
Yeah, it's kind of like
Larry?
horny, Randy.
Yeah, we do.
I get horny off him though.
Yeah. You get Barry. I said Barry's getting Larry.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's kind of like a 70s porn music here again. Give us your quick thoughts on the game, Barry.
Hugo, Romero, Emerson, Perisic, all of them were poor. So, yeah, that about sums up the game.
All right, short, sweet. That's what I like, because I got to bring in the next kid. And he is a kid. And his past is
James Wolf fraud.
bedtime.
James Wolf fraud.
Dan THFC is in the house. What's up, Big Dan?
Yeah, depression it is.
Depressing. What were your thoughts on the game today?
Mate, honestly, I'm gonna echo what everybody else is saying, but how on earth has this guy Emerson Real become a professional?
At least it's
footballer?
better than Ward-Prowse.
Completely. Bro,
We'll get you back in soon, Ellie. We'll get you back in soon.
Mate, stop. Like, get out. Like, leave, please stop. I can't be asked. I cannot be asked. This has been a terrible day. In general, like Lloris, I've been saying for ages, we have to be looking for another goalkeeper to replace him for next season. I'm fine with having him this season. I absolutely love Lloris for what he's done for the club. But if we have Lloris starting for us next season, we're not a serious club. It's plain as simple as that. But it was really disappointing. Not the performance, more of the result. I was disappointed in the second half. The last 30 minutes were one of the most impressive 30 minutes I've ever had as a Tottenham fan. The red card really did change the game, but I don't think I'm going to blame the ref the whole time because we're not like the scum. We don't just sit here and cry about the ref all day. And I'm really, really disappointed with Lloris.
Yeah, it wasn't raining today, so that's why Arsenal won. So
Yeah.
We'll bring in the next person. I've seen it before. I don't know if he's been the first time on this show or not, but we'll bring him on. Let's see. Whose song should we play for him? We'll just put this one because it's been a long time. Everybody say hello to Aravind is in the house.
Hey.
Let's go!
What's going on, Aravind?
Not good. Been a very horrible day.
Horrible day. No. Yes, we did lose. But for the people that are waiting, there's still two or three people sitting in the back. Obviously, we're full right now, so I can't bring you in. I'm going to pull myself out in a second. But before we do that, there's some quick notes that I want to throw out there, and then I'm going to jump out, and we'll let people talk about whatever you guys want to talk about until the next person is ready to jump on out. But I took notes. I watched it back again. Yes, that's right. I punished myself, as I always do, and I watched the game twice.
Oh, yeah.
Do that to yourself.
Because it's called being dedicated to your work, my man.
Dedication.
William always does that.
Dedication is called waking up at 4 a.m. to watch.
I woke up at 7:30 to watch the game, then went to a soccer game for my kid, then came home and watched it again.
Why do you wake up at 7:30?
Because the game started at 7:30.
You literally just woke up and you got out of bed and you're like, all right, the game's on.
I got a TV in my room, bro. I just wake up in my underpants and
just get an alarm on.
I watched it in my room too, ready. I don't know what it is. I can't do that. I have to wake up like at least 3 hours before the game. Wash my
3 hours? No.
3 hours is a lot.
3 hours? Why?
How about because I like to have like before games.
You're not 21, so you got to get your pre-drink on before you go to the pub, right?
I have this ritual where like I just have this like not a
We
ritual.
don't want to know your ritual, Dan. We
Have,
don't
like-
want to know your
Oh
ritual.
yeah.
I have, like,
Need something that's relative.
blasting music.
Yeah, it's a pre-game one.
Will ask Dan. Will ask Dan. What's behind the Richarlison poster?
Why not?
Let's not worry about it.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
let's-
There's Charleston Poner behind you, Heine, the worst player of the day. You're not gonna like my list of notes, by the way.
Oh my god, he's better than Son.
What's behind
Mate,
the
Son
poster
was
that's
bloody
important?
awful.
The reason
Exactly,
I have
he's playing defensive midfielder.
wall that I made.
Is
What's
that a
behind the
Champions League
Richarlison
trophy behind
poster,
Dan,
Dan?
lads?
Lost.
Yeah, it's a Champions League trophy behind Dan.
Mate.
That is.
Mate, you can't even get.
What's behind there, Will? What's behind there, Dan?
Lar. You see that thing right there? That thing right there.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know if you recognize it. It's been a pretty long time.
Well, it's been a pretty long time for silverware, mate. So that's what you're talking about, mate.
Oh, we want a
What a
preseason
start.
trophy.
Respect
Oh, mate.
Walter's Cup.
This thing right here.
Win something first, mate.
But
What do you mean, mate? Audi Cup.
we want a preseason trophy this summer
Yeah,
too. So.
beat Bayern.
Walter Memorial Cup.
Let's but let's go over my list real quick, and I'm gonna read through this quick. Okay, so 13 minute, and this is for people that are watching at home. You can timestamp this, or you can go back and watch if you disagree with me. But because everybody's a bunch of eye test merchants up in this joint. So 13th minute, Richarlison misses a sitter, right?
Oh Lord, no.
Ball comes in.
Didn't he get a penalty?
He earned this.
Okay, we're
He
going
had a penalty,
this.
didn't he?
Okay,
Huh?
we're going through this minute by minute, right? 13th minute, Richarlison misses a sitter that may have been called offside, but there was no flag ever played. You got to play to the whistle. Ramsdale makes a save off of it when it's just him
Off
and
the free
Ramsdale
kick.
off of six from the 6 yard
That's
box. 13th minute, Richarlison misses a sitter.
It's not a sitter,
16:30.
though.
He can't even bloody hit the ball.
What?
That's not a sitter, though.
That's not
Yeah,
a
it was
sitter
a
at
sitter.
all.
It was
lucky
1
he
and
didn't
1
get
with the
touched, mate.
keeper.
He was lucky
What
he
are you
didn't
talking
Balls in
about?
the air. You have to put something on your line.
He takes 2
and it's-
touches before he shoots.
No, he just hit it the first time. He hits the first time.
Denial. He doesn't hit it first
bounced off
time. He
of
takes
someone.
2 touches.
No,
Watch
he
back.
didn't. No.
If he
No,
took
he
3
takes a touch
touches,
with
he
his
would have
right
scored.
foot. Takes a shot with his left.
Someone.
From
And it
Dyer.
bounced off of someone.
The ball from
Oh
Dyer.
my god.
A
Did you not watch the
deflection
game?
before.
Yeah, from the free kick, goes into the box, and then
No.
Richarlison just dives in.
Wasn't a
With
dive
foot,
in.
tries to get something in.
Wasn't a dive in.
What definition
It was a
is
sitter.
is that a sitter?
If that's not a sitter, I don't know what a sitter is.
A sitter is a sitter. Like, when you're right in front of the goal and you.
He was right in front of the goal.
One on one against the keeper, no defenders at all. Ball from the floor.
Oh.
the ball.
What?
What are you watching, mate?
What?
I
What
actually,
match are you
Watch
watching?
it back. 13th minute.
yeah, I will agree with Will.
Thank you.
I will agree with Will. It was
Thank you, Michael. Qualifies it.
Stop sucking up to Will.
Watch the highlights back. Watch the highlights back. 13th minute.
He was 4 meters in front of the keeper.
Bro, he was lucky he didn't
Exactly.
touch the
4
ball.
meters in front of the keeper, just outside the 6 yard box. Keeper's on his line. Keeper makes a save. He kicks, basically shoots it straight at the keeper. He's the defender's at least a half a yard off his right shoulder. He's free. There's nobody within even touching distance of him.
Yeah, I was pissed as fuck when he missed that.
Exactly. 16:30. Emerson screws across on a build-up
No.
created by Son.
Oh, Emerson.
Had to get that in. We're built up by some.
Yeah, build up by Son. That's that pass that Son played out. No, there's
This one actually-
yeah, Son. Hold
Two
on.
touches.
Listen.
Two touches.
Yeah, Son. He blasts on the dribble coming through, plays the ball out
Blasts
to
on the
Emerson on the
dribble.
right hand side.
Blasts
Emerson holds it, waits, then takes the cross and bounces it off the man sitting right next to him. 16 minutes, 30 seconds. You can watch it. That's a class cross
I
there.
can
from
watch
Emerson.
this.
1920 is the first goal.
Party boom!
You've got Party taking that shot there. Now, I think Højbjerg ends up the one losing the ball, right? The ball bounces off Højbjerg, turns over to one of the defenders, plays the ball in, comes across. Son's marking a guy. Ball comes into Odegaard. Odegaard hits Party. But Party's wide open in front of the box. The two closest people were Richarlison and Bentancur. You guys can flip a coin and choose who to blame.
I think they all should be blamed, not just 2 players.
Alright.
But that's just me.
There was a nervous player forward. There was a nervous player
I
forward.
just watched the Richarlison chance. He only hit it with his right foot. He didn't.
One
hit
touch,
two
one
touches.
touch.
It was one
Yeah,
touch,
one
bro.
touch.
Yeah, that's off a free kick.
And also,
That's
if
a
we're
free
mentioning
kick.
Son- yeah.
That's a
If we're
sitter. If
mentioning
you
Son,
honestly believe that that's a sitter,
Did you?
No.
You didn't. You failed to mention that Son lifted his leg up like he was, I don't know, cocking his leg like a dog when Ben White passed it to Partey to score.
First of all,
Yeah, no,
Ben White didn't pass it to Party. There was 2 passes from Ben White to Odegaard to Party.
But
No.
Son gives the ball
Yes,
away
yes,
then.
yes.
mate, on that first
no.
goal,
Yes,
you
yes, yes.
can allow them to have that much space. It's just
No.
beyond me,
Odegaard's
man.
in the box. It's not Saka to Ben White to
Yes,
Partey in
correct,
the goal.
correct.
Whilst
Okay, Saka
Son
to Ben White to
was
Party.
cocking his leg up.
Ben White was. Son was marking Saka, not Ben White.
He
Son
gave
was
the ball away, didn't he?
Son was kicking his leg up.
No,
Like
Son
this.
didn't give the ball
Son
away.
was having a whack somewhere else, mate. He was doing that.
Son was marking. Hold on. Son was marking Saka. Saka does like a crossover, which freezes Son. Saka plays the ball to Ben White. Hold on.
This is first time.
Hold on. If we're gonna talk about it, I'll bring the clip up and show it. I'm an American. We can do.
That's 2. That's twice you're wrong. Son.
Thank you.
Son. Was in the air, Saka passes it to Ben White.
Oh yeah.
Ben White passes it to Partey. Partey puts it in the net. So that's twice that you're wrong, Will.
I'm gonna bring it up right now. We'll watch it.
2-0.
We'll watch it. We'll watch it live right now.
That's the eye test. That's the eye test, Will.
Yeah.
Watch the game.
We'll watch it right now.
Watch the game.
I'm gonna pull it up right now.
Can we talk about the finish? The finish from Partey.
The Richie fan.
What
It
player?
looks good.
What's the next one, Will? We need to discuss. Come on. It was Dyer. Dyer touched it first. Then it was Richarlison.
I said Dyer played it to Richarlison.
And you said Richarlison touched it twice.
Yeah, he touched it with his right foot, shot with his left.
No, he hit it with one touch.
You can get it in one touch.
One touch.
Bang! Top bins.
2 touches. What are you guys on about?
No, not Party. We're talking about Richarlison goal.
Richarlison did one touch.
No, he touched it with his right and shot with his left.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Let's
He
just say
took one
Richarlison shit, lads. This was
We'll see it. Hold on.
I know I'm right, so it's fine.
Did you lose the clip or something?
It's
All right, so we are watching this fair play for commentary.
Mo, you should not.
Just
Will,
Get
you-
demonetized.
You're going to be embarrassed here, mate.
I'm not going to be demonetized. We're in the United States. We can do this.
Oh, we're
I'm
American.
the United
Nobody
States,
gives.
we can do this.
America.
Here we go. Here we go.
But if it'll stop loading here, I don't know what's going on with it.
Yeah, 'cause the clip's not the right clip.
I've got gigabyte, so fiber.
It's because you're American.
I don't know what's going on with this video, but
This is sponsored by Daniel Levy.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh!
hold on, I gotta let it load.
Take your time.
Outside of the right
One
boot.
touch. He took one touch.
Outside of the right boot.
One
Hold
touch.
on, wait.
One touch. One
Okay.
touch.
Wait.
One touch.
Hang on. You're going to
Hold
see
on.
this as well. Will. Hang on.
There was a
Watch.
replay.
Wait. Watch this. Wait. Watch. Hold on.
Google downloads. Amazon
All
Maps.
right, once it starts loading, I'll add it back again.
YouTube.
What I want to know is why is
touch.
hold on? Why is you were right? He took it with one touch, but why is he? Hold on, freeze.
Yeah, hold on.
Why
It's on.
is he taking it with the outside of his right boot?
Oh my god.
This is the closest to the ball.
No, it's not. No, it's not. The ball is easily. The reason why, and I'm sure Michael would agree, the reason why I thought he hit it with his left is because it was so far off to his left-hand side that he should have struck it with his left.
On 13 minutes.
I don't know what you're on about.
Right,
Will
but he
got the
doesn't
stat
have. Hold on, but he doesn't have a left foot, maybe. So I don't know. But he's still. This is still a sitter.
He does.
Look, ready?
Richarlison. It's
Where's the
correct.
defender? Hold on. Where's the defender here that can get on him? Look at the space between him and the closest defender.
No, that's a split
Yeah, if
second.
he doesn't hit that ball, it goes all the way to the corner flag. Like,
What are you talking about?
This
is after
he's
he
getting
started.
further near it, except Ramsdale.
Will.
And it's going at full speed.
So it wouldn't have counted anyway, guys.
No, I've got to say that is just wrong. Like the ball literally deflects in the last.
It wouldn't have been offside.
No, listen. It wouldn't have been offside.
Can you
But
go back,
listen. The ball deflects off Eric Dyer in the last second. It's literally a last second decision from Richarlison.
The ball deflects off Eric Dyer.
He touches it. He
Yes.
touches it before it gets to Richarlison.
did.
It's a fact. It's a
If
fact.
I
It's not
don't
an
see that.
opinion. It's not. It's
Go-
not an opinion.
go
It's a
back.
His
fact.
leg is out.
See the
You saying that's a
dividing from
wait,
there.
hold on. That's not a deflection.
He
Oh,
touches
oh
it
my
though.
God, just go
You're gonna
back
look
like
at the
10
slow
seconds.
motion.
Oh my God, Dan, stop.
You're gonna
Dan,
look at it in
stop.
slow motion.
Dan, stop.
Can make this in 240p, so that
stop.
actually does something.
Dan, stop.
Well, beautiful.
Stop. Dyer sticking his leg out
Oh,
to hit
yeah.
the ball is not a deflection. Do you understand what a deflection is?
Yeah, but he touches it in the last second.
Dan,
before it gets to the
stop. Dan,
I'm talking.
stop. Okay. A deflection is when the ball bounces off of you and you don't do anything to hit it.
Right, but that okay. It could have not been a deflection.
Okay,
but
so
still,
don't
it
say
changed my point.
deflection.
Oh,
Say
my
Dyer touched it, Dyer passed it, Dyer
Dan, don't
kicked
get
it.
excited.
God. Right,
Dan,
Dyer
get
touched
Dyer
it.
kicked
Dyer
Dan,
touched it. My
stop
point
it.
stays the same though. Dyer touched it. All right, my point stays the same. This is a last second decision by Richarlison. He's just gonna want to get anything on that to get it on target.
No, it's a sitter.
Exactly.
And he missed it.
Not
Okay,
a
can
sitter.
you
I'm
go-
sorry,
can
I'm
you-
sorry, Will, but
can you
if
go
he left
through
it,
to the-
try and go to his left foot.
Will,
It's
can
only
you
a
go through
sitter,
to the other
but-
point?
Oh my
Can you
God.
go through to the other point where you were wrong, Will?
Which one's that?
Yeah, how many are there?
Yeah, that's a set for Richarlison, but it's not for Prowse.
Arsenal, Saka,
Guys,
Ben White,
can we
Partey.
move
Okay,
on?
the goal.
Son
Can we
Where
move
Son
on? Because the
was
like
doing
Wiz,
Samba or
Wiz
something.
list is probably like 20 points, and we are arguing over the third one or the second one. Can you like you know?
Michael, this
there
is
is
a rare
probably, like-
occurrence. Michael,
Real quick,
Will
thank
is
you.
never wrong,
Thank you.
and I think we've just seen that Will is wrong twice in like 2 seconds.
Wow.
Oh,
He isn't a robot.
thank
We're
you,
going to
thank
the
you, lads.
Champions League.
This like 30 minutes.
No,
that
no,
we've
no,
been on
no.
live,
Okay,
it's
now
made
this
my
one
day.
you're getting roasted on this one here, Barry.
No, I'm
You
not.
said Son was marking Ben White.
No. You said Son was marking Saka. I said Son kicked his leg up like he was doing the Samba. You can go back and
After
rewind.
hold on, you said you no.
And I said Saka passed it to White, who passed it to Partey.
No. Say what you said again. Say what you
Saka-
said again.
Son was doing the Samba.
It's doing the Samba. What does that mean?
Go to the clip.
Dance.
You can see he
Like a
cocks
dance.
his leg up like this when rather than
So he tries to
attacking-
block Saka's pass, is what you're saying?
No.
Like a ballerina.
He wasn't blocking it.
Like a ballad.
He's
point
hiding
was-
away from the
The point
ball.
was you said that Odegaard passed it to Partey.
Okay, yeah.
which was
White
incorrect.
guy with blonde hair, mistaken Odegaard for Ben White, right?
Were you wrong, Will?
Okay, you said that Son. Hold on, stop. No, stop. I was wrong that it was
Hat
Ben
trick.
White instead of Odegaard. Okay, hold on. I was confused on whether it was Odegaard or Ben White, but you said Son was doing that when Ben White had the ball, which isn't true.
Did I?
Son did that before Ben White had the ball. Yes, you said when Ben White passed to Partey, Son was doing the sriracha or whatever. Son did that. Son did that before. Hold on. Son did that before Ben White even touched the ball. True or
So
false?
why was he doing that then?
True or
Correct,
false?
Will. Correct,
Okay,
Will.
correct. All right. So then Son had nothing to do with Ben White's pass to Partey.
No, but he was.
Okay,
at
so
fault. He was at fault for the goal.
A fault for what?
These are such minute details.
No,
Oh my
why?
God.
Why?
This is jokes.
Go to the clip. Bring the clip up. Let's see.
No,
what
why? Why is Son at fault for the goal?
Who's doing
Because
the
he's not
Samba?
marking anyone.
In my opinion,
Besides Saka?
in my opinion, I think Hugo Lloris could have took another breath of air before trying to jump for the ball.
So you said Son, hold on. You said Son's not marking Saka, right?
Correct.
Okay, so who's he marking right there?
He's marking fresh air.
Saka. He's double teaming. No, stop. Now you're being ridiculous.
Double teaming now.
Yes, they're double teaming Saka. It's
Okay.
you have Perisic and Son are double marking Saka.
But shouldn't he be marking Ben White?
No, he shouldn't be marking Ben White
Why?
Because have you watched us play?
Yes.
Okay, how does Conte have the wing back and the left forward in that 3-4-3 work?
They're double teaming.
Okay, so then is he doing what Conte asked him to do? Yes or no?
It's 2v1 in Fortnite.
Yes, well, he's asking what him to do. However, what is the Samba leg all about? The flick. What is that all about? It's not doing
What is
anything.
what all about?
Samba
Play the clip. Play the clip.
The Sriracha leg.
What's he
Hey,
doing
look, the
there?
Samba.
The Samba.
The
Could someone
Sriracha
not
leg.
try and put a leg out there and stop the ball?
Yeah, he's trying to put the leg out there to stop the ball.
But he puts
He's doing
his
the
leg
Samba.
up. He's doing the Samba.
What do you mean? He puts his leg up.
The Sriracha.
He's not put his leg up.
I think Lloris started doing the Macarena.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This is actually the funniest show I've ever been on in my life.
There,
talking about
look,
this?
His legs up. His legs up. What's he stopping?
He's turning his body.
He's dancing salsa.
He doesn't know.
Why?
Okay. Because Son puts his leg up, Saka, instead of playing the ball to Odegaard, standing here, right, plays the ball to Ben White here.
He was
Who's
always
in a
playing
more
it to
dangerous
Ben White.
position? What's he trying to do there, Barry?
He's literally just put his leg up so he could
He's trying
pass
to
it
block
through.
the cross. He doesn't know where Saka's going to pass it. He's not
Isn't it pretty
psychic.
obvious where Saka's going to pass it, though?
No, it's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah,
I mean,
it pretty much is.
It's pretty obvious.
Where's his hips
Two
angled?
people in front of him, and there's
But
no
Ben
one to
White's
the
like
left
the
of
obvious
him.
pass.
He's literally
Okay,
standing.
Ben White's an obvious pass. Is Ben White in a dangerous position right now?
Yeah.
Kind of,
No.
Yeah, he is. He
Yes.
can pass it to Partey
No.
outside the box and
What's a
score
more
it.
hold on? What's a more
Exactly.
dangerous? Hold on. What's a more? Hold on. Hold on. What's a more dangerous position here? Ben White or Saka crossing the ball into the box?
Ben White.
Ben White.
No.
Ben White.
You've got four players on.
Absolutely.
You've got four
lost
players
the
on
plot.
Odegaard, whoever it is.
You've
Ben
absolutely
White
lost the plot.
scored the
There's
goal,
5
though.
players in the box defending. They've only got 3.
Exactly. It's like a 5v1.
What is their job? Why are they double marking Saka?
Because Saka's a really good
the
player.
dance.
So
No.
they block the cross into the box.
Exactly, to block the cross. What's Son trying to do right now?
Yeah, but
do the Samba.
obviously he's not going to do it.
Exactly. He's doing the Samba.
Does Saka or does Saka not feint a cross?
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
Okay, are you sure?
Yes.
I'm very sure.
Okay, let's watch.
Let's watch. Yeah.
It captures soccer.
If it plays.
North of Paris Inch.
I'm literally in tears.
See right there, he's doing what? Faking the cross.
He's passing it to
Okay.
the net.
No, he's not.
That's
He's
how I
feinting the
play
cross.
Press play. Press
And
play.
Then
Ah,
that's why Son sticks his
didn't he
leg
pass
up.
it to Ben White?
Then what's Perisic doing then?
Of course he passes to Ben White. We all know
Yeah,
he
so you
passes
just
to
told
Ben
me
White.
Ben White's not the best pass to make.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys
So you're
asked
wrong
why.
then.
No, you guys asked why does Son stick his like? If you're not going to be honest, I'm just going to kick you out of the stream because I got people watching. I'm not joking. Just like
Oh.
that, right? If you're not going to be honest, I'm just going to remove you from the stream.
That's
I
fine.
got
Will.
people
So, yeah,
waiting.
he did do that. However,
Okay, so Son put his leg up. Why?
to prevent a pass.
Because Saka did what?
Because he fainted the cross.
Fainted the cross. Exactly. So Son didn't put his leg up for no reason.
Mate.
Okay.
Will, we're obviously messing with you, mate.
Don't fuck with me.
We're obviously messing with you.
Come on, Will.
Don't.
Right.
It's not funny.
Why
we-
is me?
we
I'm not
agree-
even the
we
one
Oh
that's saying
yeah.
We agree with that.
I'm not even the one that's saying that.
But Ben White, do we
Who's he
agree
laughing?
that Ben White passes to Thomas Partey? Because you said Odegaard.
Yes, Ben White does pass to
Yeah.
Thomas
So there we
Partey.
go.
I already
So we're
admitted
all
that
right.
I was
We're all right.
wrong about that being him and not Odegaard, right?
We're only on 19
Yeah.
minutes.
So I'm serious. It's not funny, right? You think it's funny. I'm not having fun, right? If you're lying on purpose just to troll me, I will kick you out of the stream. Okay? It's not funny. Clear?
Steak.
It took a very dark turn.
Right, we can have an honest conversation, right? But just saying just lying about things that are obviously there is not funny. It's not. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You can, if I'm wrong, I'll admit I'm wrong. You can get me on being wrong. I don't have a problem with that. But don't lie on purpose.
No.
Okay. All right. Cool. Next point on the thing. is are we denying that Emerson screwed the cross that Son played to him at the 16th minute and 32nd?
No.
Emerson could cross a piece of bread.
So now we got 27th minute. Something good Emerson did is when he dispossessed Jesus in the box.
Do you mean Emerson or
They did well there,
Richarlison?
actually. Yeah.
Correct. Yep, that was
It
good.
was a good dispossession there in the 27th minute.
Do you mean
Jesus-
Emerson or Richarlison?
Emerson.
Oh, okay.
Emerson, Dan.
Right back is when Jesus was basically broken through and Emerson came in behind him and kind of took the, soul rolled the ball out from underneath him. I could be missing exact details there. But
Oh, yeah. I remember. It's like outside the
it was
box.
a good play. Got to give him credit even when he does good things, right?
The one good thing all game.
27-30. Perisic blows a big chance created by Son. Are we denying that?
No, Perisic was like
the one that he hit over the bar that went near post.
Yeah, 27-30 from the left-hand side.
But Kane should have made a better pass though.
That's why I always say.
Son passed it to Perisic.
Oh, Son, whoever. Yeah, should have made a better pass.
It was a good chance.
Ball.
It wasn't like
No, Perisic should have gone. Perisic should
Should have crossed it in front of the goal of Richarlison is probably what he should have done.
That's what I'm saying.
Or Coutinho and take it with his right instead of.
I would have put it across the face of goal.
That's why I say when people say to place Perisic as left striker, that's not Perisic cannot play that position because Perisic cannot actually go in and cut in and shoot. That's not his best attribute. Well, his best attribute is going down the line and crossing the ball. So he literally is best suited to an attacking left wing back. Now, in this type of game, what we should have done is we should have played with defending left wing backs or defending wing backs in general, and we should have played Sessegnon because Perisic is not good as a defending left wing back. But that's echoing what Stel said when he did the tactical analysis.
Yeah,
agree.
I thought Perisic was going to hit with his right foot when he got in there, but
into the back post. I don't know why he went for the first post.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you either go far post there or you square it to Richarlison. Either one, I think, would have been a better option than what he chose. But I mean, it is what it is. But it was a big shot. It was a big chance, and he blew it. And then Richarlison on the 28th minute, bad thing, then good thing, screws the cross. Right, that's when he received the ball on the right hand side, hit the first man on the cross. It happened to bounce back, and then ends up getting the ball back and gets the pen. Right. So
Son's pass was a bit dodgy for that one though. It did it did go a bit further for Richarlison. That's why he had to make that cross, if I'm not mistaken.
No, yeah, I think he had like 2 or 3 seconds before he crossed it. Like he kind of stood
but I'm saying
on the ball.
like Son could have played him in like on goal. It went a bit. He hit it a little
wide. You mean he played him a little wider than
a bit overcooked? Yeah.
Actually,
I thought that was really that ball. I'm gonna give credit to Son. That was a really smart ball.
I thought it was a good ball too.
There was a lot of space down the left side, and like Son acknowledged that he turned around and he played it to Perisic. So fair play.
But we're talking about the Richarlison one on the 28th minute, but
the free kick one across.
No. We're talking about the one before
penalty one.
Son is in the build-up. I think Kane gets the quick, plays the ball into Son. Son has like 2 stumble dribbles, hits Richarlison. Richarlison takes kind of like a step to the right, stops, crosses the ball, bounces off a player, kind of bounces around. Can't remember who it hit before he got it back. Was it Romero? I don't remember. But anyway, Richarlison ends up getting the ball back and then winning the pen, right? Because Gabriel.
Harry Kane. That was the first time our 3 forwards linked up and we got a pen.
Yeah.
And then in the 34th minute, Kane screws the cross. 34-22. And then 36th minute, Richarlison blows another cross. I think the link up was from Højbjerg on that one. I can't remember. And then on the 38th minute, Son's making that run, gets held by Odegaard. Is that correct? Is it Odegaard or was it Ben White?
The other guy.
It was a white guy with blonde hair. So
white guy, blonde hair.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, white guys all look alike, right? So what are you gonna do?
Yellow.
Will, do you have all the like Lloris missed kicks also noted? Because there were like
first minute, Lloris missed kick. Second minute,
yeah.
Third minute.
No, I didn't. To be honest with you, I didn't. In the first half, I wasn't really paying attention to Lloris.
I'm pretty sure in the second half he just.
Oh yeah.
Lloris kicked it out for one of his goals.
Yeah, he kicked it off the
Yeah,
field.
Once,
kicked it a couple
I think
times.
It happened like
Yeah, he
twice
kept
or
but,
kicking it to the midfield, and he just keeps on getting back into his own goal.
He gave it to them a few times as well. I remember.
Yeah.
So then, and so then it ends in a Kane header, right? That play ends in a Kane header.
Oh yeah.
But Kane kind of got bodied and ended up kind of falling over Gabriel, right?
Yeah.
If the ball wouldn't have been so low, mightn't have gotten a foul out of that one, but didn't happen. And then another great pass from Son to Richarlison that you had Saliba ended up dispossession of Richarlison. I thought it was a foul, but
so Saliba's
referee.
good, man. Saliba's
Yeah,
good.
referee didn't
like
think
the best
so.
player in the world right now. I have to admit.
Yeah, he's on the same level as Emerson Royale, world class.
And then at the 43rd minute, Emerson got burned by Jesus in the box and almost conceded a goal. Except I think Jesus hit it wide. I think that was when it was wide left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The two fake shots he did.
Yeah, probably should have scored on that one. I think Jesus.
I think he also dribbled past Dyer there.
It was Romero.
Romero and Emerson. Yeah.
Emerson was about to fall down, bro. Did you see that? He was like wobbling back.
What's that?
That's a little noise from our end.
Having a full conversation.
Then we've got then we have in the 46th minute you had that break and Romero was up in the box. I don't know why.
I think Conte told him to do that. He needs to commit more bodies in the box. So I think Conte did that.
Yeah. So Kane makes a great pass into Romero. Romero couldn't. Son was sitting there. Romero held on to it for a little bit too long and ended up losing it.
Anyone but Romero, though. Anyone but a defender.
I mean, I don't want to blame Romero though. He's not.
Tottenham shit.
Yeah, today was bad. And then now we get into this. We're in the second half now. And then Lloris bad clearance to the feet of Jesus. It was kind of a weird thing. He makes the save, comes off Romero. Romero kind of kicks it back, and Lloris is like, "Do I touch it or don't I?" I'd rather give an indirect free kick right there than let it go into the back of the net.
Slipped under him,
completely. It's because he kind of hesitated, right? When it came back from Romero, he was like,
"Yeah, he missed the ball."
In my opinion, if in that case, you're just gonna boot it. Just if in doubt, clear it out.
If in doubt, just grab it. I mean, if the ref blows the whistle, worst case is you got indirect free kick there, which from that close is going to be difficult for them anyway. They're going to have to play the ball out, then shoot, right? They're not going to be able to.
10 players on the line.
First thing that should have happened there for me, Lloris should have pumped it to the side, not in front of him.
Yeah, it was a bad clearance in the first place. I agree.
The second thing, Romero should have cleared it.
Three things happened there. I think Lloris should have had a better clearance from on the first shot. Romero should have cleared it wide, kicked it out behind the net, right? But I think he was hesitating too because it kind of came at him short. And then 3, Lloris needs to grab it there. Worst case scenario, you've got an indirect free kick inside the box, which was pushed out to the 6-yard box, which the wall is half the distance to the goal, so 3 yards. They're not going to be able to get it up and down out of that, so they're going to have to play an indirect free kick, a touch or a pass out of deeper or farther away. At least then you have a better chance to defend. You don't just let it fall underneath you and go in the back of the net. But that's just me. Big, huge mistake from Lloris there. And I think this is where the game started to change.
Yeah, definitely.
From bad to worse. You could see that our defense started getting a lot more desperate. Get a big pass from Son to Richarlison, who puts a cap cost that gets blocked at the 58th minute.
I honestly feel like we probably could have gotten a draw if not for that red card. I feel like I know it was a terrible start to the second half, but I didn't think that we were that bad. But
yeah, definitely, I agree.
Then the royal thing happened.
We could have got a goal back at 2-1. I think.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, 2-1,
I'm not saying we would have won. Yeah, I'm not saying we would have won, but
Emerson is where it went. It went bad.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Then-
Maybe it could have. You could argue that it was from the Hugo Lloris mistake.
Yeah. And then the 58-50, you got that pass that Richarlison puts behind Son that Højbjerg ends up striking and putting over the top. I think Højbjerg should have scored that. I think that was a big chance miss.
Yeah, if I was Steak doing that, that'd be top bins.
The goal.
He tried to do what Party did, and it didn't.
Oh, he was a lot closer than Party was.
Yeah.
And a lot more direct line to the goal too, to be honest with you.
He was more further out at the end because
Yeah, he was like inside the 18-yard box, I do
He should have
believe.
just leathered it. I don't know. He tried to curl it, and he should have just leathered it.
Yeah, just
I don't know.
all you needed there
Yeah,
was
just-
pace.
Yeah.
Because, Richarlison meant to play the ball into Son, who was sitting at around just right of the penalty spot from what I'm looking at here. And then Højbjerg is just right where the D in the box kind of meet.
Oh yeah.
And the
Do you
D in
think
the box
Højbjerg's
meet.
tired? Do you think Højbjerg's tired? He's played so
Could
much
be.
football.
Could be.
And then in the 62nd minute, you got Emerson loses the game for Tottenham. With a light, horrible challenge. I didn't think
He's waiting for that.
then you've got
Every cloud has a silver lining. He's not playing for
um,
3 games.
you got Højbjerg loses the ball. Did you guys think it was a red? Barry, did you think it was a red before he bounced?
Yeah.
I think it was.
I think it was because
No,
I think it's a bit harsh, man. I think a yellow.
it's barely a yellow. Like he clipped his sock.
I'll tell you why it's not red.
He could have killed him, mate.
I thought it was yellow.
Guggenheim thinks it's a yellow, so it's a yellow.
It was a yellow. Like one of the things that they were saying going into the season was that they were gonna look and they were gonna be more lenient on like letting play go on, and they're gonna be more, all right, like they're gonna be more like I don't know the word I'm looking for, but like letting cool on fouls, and especially like in a game like this, North London Derby, I don't think it's the right decision, and it's not like he's been fouling people all game. I'm pretty sure that's his first like foul in the whole game. So,
But do you think they might have seen it as like malicious intent? Because like
Not really, I just think it's
I
like
don't see it malicious. Just to,
I don't.
But I
Maybe.
think that you can. I think that you can flip it because like the rule of the law is that if you attack with your like studs up over the the foot like
how's
attack.
he supposed to run? How's he supposed to run to the ball?
Don't get me wrong. I think it was harsh, and we've seen like more brutal challenges not being given a red. But I think there is an opening for a ref to give a red there, and he chose to take that.
You also gotta say, like that happens to Arsenal, and like that they foul our player and they don't get a red. I'm not complaining.
Yeah. But I think that I don't know if he necessarily. For me, it wasn't because usually with studs up, you're talking more about a sliding challenge, right?
Yeah.
Normally, if you're sliding,
and
with Emerson, he wasn't, because otherwise, anytime you step on a player's foot, you're going in studs up, technically, right? I mean, the stud is going on the top of the guy's boot. It was more one of those where you kind of rake the Achilles, with your studs type of a deal.
Actually touch him. It's just his sock.
He definitely got him, right? He got him. It was a foul for sure. No doubt about that.
Well, like there's no threat from there. He's literally.
I don't understand it. I don't understand.
Yeah, it just starts to fall on the floor.
Yeah, I agree. I think Romero pulling Sideshow Bob's hair is far worse than this one. But Lars agrees. And then last point, because after this I stopped taking notes.
Boom!
No.
There's a tap in.
So Højbjerg loses the ball as Dyer gets his leg tied, and Xhaka scores after Romero falls on his ass.
Exactly, Claude. Have no studs at all.
The thing is, guys, you have to look. Romero was tracking Marcelli's run whilst it's happening. If you look at it, Xhaka got that space because Romero was thinking, I don't know what he was fucking doing, but he was just following Martinelli's run. There's space left for Xhaka. And the worst thing is, you can't allow Xhaka on his left foot, let alone 5 yards from goal, 10 yards from goal. He was going to finish that, no doubt.
Yeah, I don't know if Romero, if he doesn't fall, maybe gets to Martinelli there. But he fell on his ass. And because he falls on his ass, Martinelli hits Xhaka, and that's the third goal. Then 68-32, Højbjerg gives it away and almost concedes again. I thought after that red, Højbjerg fell apart, dude. I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but for me, it was after that second goal, Højbjerg was losing the ball in the midfield, like
he was just trying to do too much.
Midfield with a man down.
Yeah, like the ball was filled with COVID, and he didn't want to catch it, right? Like it was. He didn't want to do it.
Will, what do you think about the four substitutions? Because
because that's where I stopped taking notes because I turned the game off.
Yeah, there was no point in watching.
Yeah, and I didn't watch it again when I watched it back either. Conte, so I never saw Brian Hill come on. Conte gives up and takes off Lenglet, who is probably I thought was probably one of the better center backs on the day.
I agree.
You missed
it.
And
then
from the halfway line.
Takes off for Charleston, which I wouldn't have minded if we were going to if we're going to add a third man to the midfield, right, and go with like a 5-3-1. 5-3-1.
2.
No, because we were down a man, right? So we couldn't go 5-3-2. But if we were going to go to like a 5-3-1, Richarlison I thought was the worst out of the three on the day.
Yeah.
And then, so if you're going to pull one off, that would have been fine. But then Son comes off as well. So now we have no attackers on the field bar.
5-5-0.
Yeah.
And 4 defenders come on.
I think he just considered the game.
Yeah, it's that's why I said Conte gave up. Yeah. And so when Conte gave up, I gave up watching and shut it off. So what happened between 70 and the 90? I have no idea.
Kane got the ball once.
You let Kane on?
There's like this one through ball over the top, and I just hit Saliba and Kane were just chasing after it.
Will,
I'll
let you guess this one. It's a big question. So Harry Kane gets a free kick outside of the box near the end of the game. What do you think happened?
He missed.
He's fucking shit.
Where do you think the ball hit? Where do you think the ball hit?
The wall.
Harry Kane.
Correctly.
But I'm gonna bring in Nippon Sharma from the back, and I'm gonna jump out.
I'm gonna jump out as well, Will, because I'm gonna go to bed before.
All right, thanks for coming on, Barry. And we're gonna bring 2 people on then.
Good night, Barry.
Everybody go watch Southside Spurs. If you haven't subscribed to Southside Spurs, subscribe to Southside Spurs. When's the next time you guys stream? Thursday, Barry?
Thursday, 7:30. So that'll be what?
Thursday, 7:30. For my time, it would be 7:30 is 2:30.
No, 2:30.
Okay.
Yeah, 2:30 p.m. Eastern time.
Cool.
If you live in the United States, if you're in Korea, 7:30, 2:30 would be 3:30 a.m. That's probably a sticky one.
Early.
You know that. You got a human time zone in your head.
Well, I've lived all over the world, so
have fun with Lars. Yeah.
You just subtract 5.
I love Lars. I always love it when good people are in. And you guys are all good people. But we're gonna bring in Nippon Sharma and a guy is Nippon.
Chelsea fan, right?
Yep, Chelsea fan. They barely squeaked by Crystal Palace today.
Chelsea Red Bull.
And then we've also got Emerson. Then we've got the ghost of Christmas Past is here as well.
Oh, brilliant.
So, we're gonna bring them in. Gogama's in charge. If she feels that you're being too rowdy, I'm gonna pull you out. So
good luck.
I'll be listening. Have fun.
Son is the worst footballer of all time.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
How are you?
Everyone.
Emerson's gonna win his 5th
good.
battle in a row.
What in the world?
Is that Danny?
Who else left?
Who's that? Is that Danny?
Who is that?
Emerson's shit.
Who else left? Who left?
KKK, what the fuck?
I don't know. Who left?
KKK. I don't know if it's KKK, but it is Danny. Danny the ghost.
Yeah, I don't know if it's KKK, but this is one of the very few times I wanted you guys to win a
Who
game,
else
and you
dropped
released
out?
this shower of shite.
Yeah. So if who dropped out? Hassan still here. Steak still here. Has dropped out. So if you want to jump in,
Alex Hilton is gone.
I'm here.
no, Alex is here. Steak is here.
you are.
Has dropped out.
Haas. Oh, I think he had to go. No? Or was that
No,
someone
he didn't
else?
say that. Was Barry said he had to go, but Barry's still sitting in the back. You want to come back in, Barry? Shake your head. He's like, no. But if everybody else wants to join the show, come on. The link is pinned to the top. You can jump. It should be pinned to the top.
He's just gonna go the whole show.
That's
like
where it's
that.
linked at. Should be pinned to the top.
It is.
Sauce is in the chat. The group chats. If people wanted it for that. But yeah. So it did. So now that we've gotten past the first two, that was a big argument over. The rest of them didn't seem to be contested that much. Anything else that we missed in that game that you guys want to talk about?
I just want to think. I think one of the reasons why we're playing so bad, I just think everyone, not everyone, but a majority of our team are just not in form. Like Romero's not in form. I don't think Kane's been playing particularly well. Son just got back into scoring in the last game.
Who is that?
Lars.
Even Perisic and Emerson, I think wing
Poor
back.
Stanley.
I just don't think if you
Could be
try to
Danny,
pull one player constantly who's been in good
Looks
form,
like a
I just don't
dildo.
think you can keep it out.
Yeah.
And that contributes to our poor performances. Just no one really doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least I feel like the plan, that the way that we are set up was okay. I think that we are doing our job properly. As I said when I came on, I feel like we were let down by individuals this game, because we've pointed out certain mistakes that our players did, and I really what I really liked in this game is how much pressure we put on Odegaard. Whenever he received the ball, he was constantly getting attacked, especially in the first half. And some of our counters that we did in the first half came from us taking the ball off him. And I think it was clearly a deliberate action. I feel like also we defended quite well. I know that Arsenal had a couple of dangerous situations, but their goal was a worthy outside of the box. I know that someone probably should have been closer to him to stop him from shooting, but things like that happen.
That's the risk.
Can I say something?
Yeah, sure.
Can I say something? Are you really surprised that you guys lost this game?
No.
Yeah. I think that
beat Arsenal in like 15 years at home. Why are you surprised, mate? What the fuck?
because
Emerson Royale's a world-class player. That's why.
We are shit. That's why, mate.
No, listen. With jokes aside, this game was not written off until the red card. At that point, was like that was the only point in the game where you were like, the game is lost.
Honestly,
I agree, Dan.
you guys had I'm being real, right? I feel that you guys have
Potato.
when you go to the Emirates,
The Trump-tato.
prime Pep Guardiola, you still lose. Just the history of the Tottenham, as Chiellini rightly said, it's the history of the Tottenham.
We're gonna make Tottenham great again.
That's for Daniel Levy.
All right, but we got Ellie in. I'm gonna jump to the back, and Ellie's gonna jump.
Sweet.
Oh my god. What was that?
To the Queen. The Queen back in the house.
Oh yeah.
Morning,
I
Ellie.
don't agree, Michael. I don't agree with you, but it's nothing personal. We didn't get into the game, Michael. We were out of the game. They outplayed us. You've got to hold your hands up. Arsenal are a better baller team than us. We were rubbish. I don't care how much we pressed Odegaard. We weren't pressing any other player. If we were pressing Odegaard, we didn't press anybody else. What's the point of pressing one player?
We have a contrary.
We played rubbish. Come on.
Because we have a different style of football. It's because
I've seen some ballers at our
Fucking
club.
potato on the screen.
And we haven't got one player who can touch Modric, Gaza, Hoddle, not one of them. Rubbish, all of them.
Wait,
rubbish.
Screaming. Can we stop screaming, please?
We
Yeah.
can't play football, man. We can't put 3 passes together. That's bad. Can't you just see? You can plainly see it. We can't play football. We're a rubbish football team. Sorry.
No.
I've seen some brilliant teams in my time. With Dembele, with Modric, Gaza, Hoddle, Hazard, Waddle. Brilliant players, all of them. Not one of these players can touch them for technical skill. Bow as well, I'll throw in there. We haven't got not one baller in the team, not one of them. Sorry.
Dan, go on. Sorry.
It's true. It's true.
Dan, you are on mute, I think.
Ellie, I usually agree with you, like on a lot of things, but this one I do disagree with you. I think that
what you disagree with.
Like 10 years old. Fucking hell.
No, don't be personal, man. He's
and
not
then
10.
So like this game, like it just shows what a lot of Tottenham fans have been complaining about, that we don't dominate possession. That's just not how we play football. Like this is Conte's style of play. I don't think that this is a game that in the first half did not go to Conte's plan. I think it did go to Conte's plan. What we do is we sit back, and it's not like Park the Bus. Because when people say that we play Park the Bus, it's different. It's way different. Because Park the Bus is score 1 goal for the rest of the game. You're sitting back. But throughout the game, we create many, many chances. We were just having a chat here about like debating which chance was a sitter, and we were like, were you talking about this one? No. Were you talking about this one? Oh no, about this one. No, what about this one? Like there's many chances that you could call that we could have put the ball in the back of the net. That's Conte's style of play. You've seen it throughout the season. We do this. We don't dominate possession all the time. What we do is we dominate chances created.
Our passing let us down.
Yeah, that's true. But
the passing is bad. It's really, really bad.
Yeah, but I would have said more.
Lloris's passing is the worst.
Oh, I've said it many times.
It's really bad.
He's Tottenham's goalkeeper next season. We're not a serious club. But
I think he's a really good keeper, but he's passing.
And he's getting older.
It's really bad.
Out of 15 long balls, only 5 of them were accurate, by the way. So
that's dreadful. He made 5 accurate long balls. That actually sounds good for what I saw.
Yeah,
I don't think they were accurate. I think though.
Like,
you know what I mean? Accurate, where like Glenn Hoddle accurate. They weren't that, were they?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think you got to put a mixture of what Ellie's saying and what Dan is saying, because we can't string passes together, and that's also because of the way we play. We're not going to have possession. I'll be surprised unless we play like a Burnley type team who sit deep, of course, not in the Premier League, but those type of teams, that's where we'll have more possession. But when you come up against a team, and let's be real, Arsenal are playing good football, and they have 3 people in midfield, and we stick 2
they do.
average midfielders in midfield, they're going to get overworked. You know, people always say, Højbjerg plays so well for Denmark. Why doesn't he play well for Tottenham? Oh, he's rubbish for us. He plays in the 3 in midfield for Denmark.
Well.
He does play well.
But people say like,
Højbjerg's been our best player this season, I must admit. He's been one of our best players. He scored 2 goals, 2 assists. He played a brilliant ball to Son, but Son wasted it.
Yeah. Just let me
finish what I'm trying to say. Okay. Yeah.
Now, I was saying Højbjerg, people say Højbjerg sprays passes and does lots of passing for Denmark, which he doesn't do for us. I'm saying in Denmark, he plays in the midfield 3, so that defensive reliability isn't on him as much because he has other players to fill in for that. At Tottenham, I was just looking at his stats. All of the good stats were interceptions, blocks, tackles. Going forward, he wasn't doing much. Same with Bentancur, and those 2 players play in a midfield 3 for their country. So you stick Basuma in there, let him do the dirty work, let those 2 focus on more progressing the ball, and you might see some 3, 4, 5 passes quick together. Because if you're on the ball and Thomas Partey and Xhaka running at you, and you only have Bentancur next to you, and then Odegaard's marking him. It's like, where do I go? I don't want to pass to Emerson Royale, so it's like.
I won't necessarily agree that we got overrun in this game in the midfield.
But it's happened.
Wait. Considering we were 3 against 2 in the midfield, I feel like Højbjerg and Bentancur did really well. And whenever the ball went through them when we were attacking, I feel like they did their job properly. And Ellie, because you said that you didn't agree with me, I don't think you necessarily got what I wanted to say. I didn't say that we played brilliantly. I feel like we had a certain plan and we fulfilled that plan. But yeah, it wasn't pretty to watch.
I like playing football.
Yeah,
you like winning trophies.
I like steak.
Football. I don't play to
Mate,
win the
if Tottenham
game.
won a trophy in your lifetime, mate, fucking hell.
Yeah, they did.
Get battered everywhere they go. They're fucking shit.
But I think we also missed Kulusevski really badly in this game.
Yeah.
Yes, massive point. Mate, this guy's like...
Arsenal can't win
Tottenham have a
European Cups
European
because they're fucking shit.
Tottenham have a European Cup.
Arsenal can't win European Cups because they're fucking shit.
Mate,
this guy, bro, you're obsessed. Why are you not on an Arsenal fan stream right now, huh? You're obsessed with us, aren't you?
Well,
you're absolutely obsessed with us.
To be fair, we invited Lars.
Hey, Dan.
I have a question to you guys
Listen,
for the next Premier League game.
Wait, let's try and talk one at a time.
I just have a
Dan,
question to you guys.
listen.
For the next Premier League game, who should play right back? Do you think Perisic should play right back?
Free
I
space.
think it's disgraceful that we have to put a left wing back to play right wing back.
Yeah.
That's disgraceful.
The difference between who we should play and who Conte will play. We all want Jed Spence to get a go. Conte doesn't think he exists, so it's not going to be him. From what I saw from Doherty, I don't think Conte will go, yes, he's the man who I want a right wing back next. So it's going to be Perisic on the right and Sessegnon on the left. Perisic is woeful at right wing back. He hasn't been amazing lately at left wing back. So it's going to be much of the same. I just don't think anything drastic will change with Perisic going to the right hand side. Maybe it will be a little less annoying not seeing someone not able to pass the ball forward, but yeah, I think it'll be Perisic and Sessegnon. You got to remember, Perisic is old, right? He will get tired. You know, you got to give the man a break.
Oh my god! Bro.
Surely we kick him out. Okay, thank God. Thank God.
Cristiano, Siri.
I'll tell you what it is, Dan. These gooners are so obsessed with you guys because they're so irrelevant.
Facts.
Can we look at the Tottenham team, not the Arsenal team? I don't care about their scores. Let's go to the Tottenham team.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting that Romero has only 0.2 of a rating higher from a guy who got a red card. I think that's just really.
He was bad this game.
Do you think it's part of him wanting to stay fit for the World Cup that he's not doing as 100%?
Yeah,
because
that could be.
Yes. No rumors like they're gonna ask the team to leave early.
Jet lag. He arrived on a couple days ago. What do you expect?
Maybe.
He was also brought back too early from his injury. He never fully recovered from that injury, and he's just been playing through the pain. So that's.
It wasn't bad, but it just wasn't.
I think there's a good chance. I think there's a good chance there are a lot of players across Europe that are reserving themselves a little bit for the World Cup that aren't giving everything they can give because they want to play the World Cup.
I think that was actually given an advantage to Arsenal because Arsenal, they have a lot of players in their team that are not actually 100% in the World Cup, and they're trying really, really hard to.
Go to Emerson's attacking stats because I'm pretty sure it's zero. Look at that, 0 key passes, 0 accurate
It's world-class ability right there.
Oh my God.
I
85% pass accuracy. Look at that, brilliant.
Look at the dribbles. 0. zero attempts.
My thing is,
as a right
how
winger.
does he play 80 minutes and not and only attempt 2 crosses? Playing 80
He didn't
minutes
make a
at right
single
wing.
dribble.
As a right
He
wing
didn't make a
back.
single dribble. He didn't make a single dribble. Like
Honestly, I really want to know. I hope one day somebody makes a documentary about this guy because I want to know how the fuck he made it through a professional academy and got signed to a professional contract at a top La Liga club, and then went to Barcelona. Like how?
Yeah.
And then got sold. I mean, I'm not surprised we bought the guy because our fucking scouting and recruitment has been dog shit for years and years. But how has he even made it to this level? Like you got to think to become a professional football player, all the guys you got to play against. It's just how did he even make it out of Brazil? Like, oh man.
You kind of answered yourself.
No, is there much of a difference between R9 and Emerson Royale? I don't think so.
No, I mean, it can't be
my
just because he's
He
Brazilian.
wasn't our worst player, though, guys. He wasn't.
Well,
the
if it's
worst
like
player.
if it was like
he was, Ellie, come on.
Did you see the thing that he put on Instagram before the game where he was like,
Yeah, the dance video. Oh my
god.
No, I'm sorry. I think they're probably a good 2 or 3.
Two or three bit worse.
I'm sorry. I think you could probably go out and find at least 30 to 40 non-league players in England who are better than Emerson Royale.
I agree with that.
I mean, at least the guy. It's unbelievable. I don't think I've ever seen a professional athlete as poorly suited to the sport he plays as Emerson Royale. He is not a footballer. The guy's like a marathon sprinter. He's a top-level athlete. His athleticism is very good, but the guy can't dribble or pass a football.
Real quick, guys. Let's go through this super chat by Tom Markinen. Saying good night. Thanks for much needed therapy. Come on, you Spurs. Big up, Tom.
Steak. Big up, Tom.
Big up, Tom.
Hey, Dan. Do you mind? Dan, are you? I guess you're running show right now. Do you mind since I jumped on? If I have a couple, if I get a rant off real quick since I just got on.
I'm not running the show though.
Who's running show? Who's running show right now?
That's a good question.
Potato.
Oh, Danny,
I'm running it.
I'm back here. I'm back here in the back doing it. So just do what you gotta do. Yeah. But go and let the boss while I'm in the back.
Go.
All right. Well, let me just say. All right, panel, please. Let me just rip one off real quick, and then and then I'll.
Okay.
All right, so
where do you get this technology from?
I don't know if that means something different in England, but okay. Anyway, I just want to say there's been some absolutely fucking ridiculous takes from Spurs fans today. Just absolute bullshit, and I understand that, it's the North London derby. We hate Arsenal. We want to beat them. And I also understand that as an American, I'm not living in the day-to-day, constantly being bannered by friends and family members and all that. But, the hoodoo shit. I'm tired of the hoodoo. This isn't this is real life. There is no, all this superstitious stuff is bullshit. There is no hoodoo. There are no football gods. There is just 11 men on a pitch against 11 other men on the day playing the game. And we were poor. We were poor in every possible way we could be poor. We were poor defensively. We were poor attacking. We were poor tactically. We were poor in our mentality. Every possible way we could have been bad in this game, we did it. There is no excuse. There is no excuse. There is no excuse for Antonio Conte. There is no excuse for any of the players on the pitch. There's no excuse for the board that some of these players even made the pitch in the first place. And there's no excuse why we haven't won at the Emirates but once in 30 years. There is no excuse.
Actually, I'd
only
like to correct you there. You've won twice in 30 years.
Yes, once was in the League Cup, in the Premier League.
Yeah,
in the Premier League once.
Oh, come on, it still counts. It still counts. I know it's a different competition.
Nipun, I love you.
Sure,
You're literally a Spurs fan at heart. I know you support Chelsea, but come over to the side. Come to the
Sure.
You are a Tottenham fan.
You are Tottenham in heart.
But my point here is,
hold on. Let's have it.
all right, let me land, guys. My point here is, if we want to break the hoodoo, if you want to believe in that shit in the first place, which you shouldn't if you're a reasonable person, then we have to stop talking about it. We have to stop talking about it. We have to stop talking about this. It's either we win or we lose, and we need to just go and do it. We need to root out all of the Pochettino players. They all need to get the fuck out because they're losers. They have loser mentalities. Except for maybe Son and Kane, I don't know. I'm starting to question, honestly, because they were shit today, especially Son. He was awful. He was awful today. I'm starting questioning their mentality. I really am. Because as soon as that second goal went in after halftime, all the heads dropped. Before the red card, all the heads dropped. As soon as that, people say, we were in the game at 2-1. The red card broke the game. Bullshit. One, we were never in the fucking game. We got a lucky penalty. No, we got a lucky penty.
We're creating so many chances. We're definitely in the game.
I think you are a bit.
No, I'm sorry. They were low. Most of them were low percentage chances, and even if we created those chances, compared to the amount of chances Arsenal was creating, that were higher quality chances than us, the amount of space we were affording them. I'm sorry, they're not Manchester City. This team has won an FA Cup. That's it. Yeah. We should be going there with the mentality that we can play them, not sitting back five meters off our goal and we're playing City at Etihad. It's pathetic. It is pathetic. Conte got it wrong. Conte got it wrong.
There was many clear-cut chances.
I would agree in the second half, but in the first half, we did create good. We did create.
No, we didn't. I'm sorry.
We did.
Here's the thing. You guys need to go watch Inter Milan when Conte won the league in Italy 2 years ago. Watch that team. Watch how they build the ball out of the back. Watch how they progress down the field.
Because they've got a world-class team.
Listen, here's the thing. I'm not expecting us to be identical, but we're not even close. We're nowhere in the universe. The players...
Because our players are shit.
Exactly. So, exactly. The players are shit. So enough about title challenges. Enough about winning trophies, all of that. It's bullshit. We are not that team. We are not even supposed to be in that team. We are lucky if we scrape top 4 again this year, because we barely got it last year, and other teams around us are improving. Arsenal,
Chelsea are shit though. So
we'll see about Chelsea. We'll see about Chelsea.
They're way worse than us. Liverpool's dog shit right now. Chelsea is average.
Devastate.
At least as bad as us.
No, listen.
Chelsea.
That's why Tuchel got sacked. Is because Chelsea were so bad. Let's not pretend like their managers didn't get sacked.
He got sacked because he lost the dressing room because he's a terrible manager, which has been his history his entire career. He's always lost every dressing room he's ever. Because
shouldn't have.
His tactics are also not suited to the players that he had. It hasn't been the whole time he was at Chelsea. Now with Graham Potter, I think things could change there. They still have
we lost today. They won today, and we're still 4 points up on them, right? That's how bad they've been so far.
They went through a manager sacking at the beginning of the season for a manager that had lost the dressing room.
Potter's first
and
game.
we're also calling and a manager who was also calling out the press before he got calling out the board in the press before he got sacked. So obviously they had a rough start. Potter has just got there. He's just gotten started. I think things could change for them.
Avron says he's got to bounce. So Avron, if you want to say goodbye.
Goodbye, guys. We'll see you.
Thanks for coming on, mate.
Thank you.
Sorry if I scared you earlier. That's how things go on this show sometimes. Gotta draw the
but this isn't about. It's not about Chelsea. It's not about. This is about us. And the thing is, if we're going to change, if we're going to be a club that wins trophies, we have to let go of the superstition. We have to let go of the Arsenal obsession. We have to let go of making excuses for why we don't win. If we lose, there are no excuses. If we want to be a winning team, it's win or fuck off. That's the mentality that Liverpool fans have. That's the mentality that Manchester United fans had for a long time. Maybe not now, but this is the mentality you have to have, not just as a club, but as a fan base. You can't be like, oh well, we never win at the Emirates, so we never win at Stamford Bridge. You don't understand. It's different gravy. It's a whole nother bullshit. Bull fucking shit. If we lose, it's because the players aren't good enough or the manager is making tactical errors. And today, both of those things happened. And I'm just so tired of it. I'm so tired of the whining.
Brother.
I think it's not... Go on.
Hello?
But hold on, before we do anything real quick, I just want a point of order.
His name is Kieran.
To bring on to the point earlier that the things got a little bit heated and out of hand. Both SofaScore and Understat said that was a big missed chance from Richarlison. In the 12th minute, set piece, Eric Dyer right foot save shot, XG of 0.5, only 0.25 less than a penalty. So they counted it as both a big missed chance and the second highest XG goal of the entire day. So you can disagree with me and SofaScore and Understat.com if you want to, but just know that we're right.
Excuse me.
No, you're not.
No, guys.
Okay, let's.
But go ahead, Nippon.
Well,
I don't know what your name is. The person who went on like a 15-minute rant.
Kieran.
I warned everybody first.
Yeah.
Gary, right?
Kieran.
Sorry. Yeah, but you don't believe in this juju, like that you never win at the Emirates, or it's too good to be just a coincidence, in my opinion.
It's not about coincidence.
I don't think it's voodoo. I don't think it's more of the mentality. You know, when the players, like, they hear the stuff. Like, there was a point when Jose Mourinho was managing us that we were winning a lot of games, and Eric Dyer came out and was like, we're not Spursy anymore. So they hear these phrases. They hear when they say, oh, we don't have a great record at the Bridge. They hear when they say that we don't have a great record at the Emirates. And also a big difference that's made is the fact that it's a derby away. It's always going to be really, really difficult. But as Kieran said, it's not an excuse. It's still 11 men versus 11 men. Definitely, in my opinion, we have a better set of 11 men. Arguable, but that's just how the way it is.
No, I mean, I just want to say, I didn't expect us to win today. I called for a 2-2 draw.
Go to the game today? Did anyone go to the game?
No.
I'm not spending that 500 tickets to lose.
Did you go, Ellie?
No.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
I thought you were.
Which means none of us know what happened, because unless you're at the game, you can't see anything.
And you're not a real fan.
Yeah.
So we're all just talking out our asses today.
Yeah.
But I just want to say that Thomas Partey was our lowest XG shot of the entire day, so that was a hard one to stop. I just find it hilarious how all of the websites match my my notes that everybody said I was wrong about.
Or maybe you match the websites.
No, I just look now.
How about you make the website?
Don't you think I would have brought that up at the time?
No. It's a joke. It's a joke. Well, I'm saying that the website's copied you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're watching my show.
Yeah, exactly.
David, in the comments, David, I'm not saying it should be easy. And I'm not saying it's not going to be tough. Of course it's tough. It's a rivalry game. I didn't expect us to win today. Like I said, I called for a draw. All I'm trying to say is that we can't have these excuses of blaming the ref or saying, oh, it was loud in the stadium. Of course it's loud in the stadium. It's a rivalry game. It's a derby. Of course it's loud. The thing is, some of these players have been here for years. They played in countless North London derbies, and they're still losers. They still hang their head after we go down. They still make stupid, boneheaded mistakes because they're not good enough. Why have we won once in the league at the Emirates in 30 years? Is it because there's a hoodoo? There's a curse? No! It's because Tottenham are not at the same level as Arsenal. We are not. We haven't been.
Kieran.
It's just we are not. We don't invest as much in players. We haven't had the managers until recently. We're just not as good. Period.
Kieran.
It's the truth.
Wait, Kieran. But it goes both ways. It goes both ways.
down.
Wait, real quick. Before you say that Arsenal are way ahead of us and they've always been way ahead of us.
I'm not really that excited. You see, this is entertainment for people who watch YouTube, so I get fired up because it's supposed to be entertaining. That's the idea. I'm not that angry.
Why does it happen? But why does it happen both ways? Why every time they come to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, we beat them if they're so much better?
It's not every time. It's not every time. They hold the lead
it's most of the time.
Over the last 10 years, over the last 10 or so years, yeah, I guess it's most of the time. But
it's more than that. It's 10 years. It's not something
Kieran.
to really...
It's 12 years, I think, like 20.
Kieran.
They haven't won there. Hold on. It's 10 years since the last time they won. It's 10 years since the last time they've won at our ground, and it's 12 years since the last time we've won at their ground in the league.
Yeah, and
in cups, it's been like 2-3 years ago that we won there, right? So, I think it was a League Cup or something like that. But and then I think they've won in the League Cup at our place for a while too. I can't remember, but. It's fairly, in fact, draws. I think they showed the stats up there on the game today too, and I could pull them up. I think it's like it was the 101st North London Derby or something like that, and out of that, or 151st or something. I can't remember, but
150 more.
Yeah, something like that. But because it was like 73 times they've won it, 61 times we've won it, and it's drawn 51 times. Well, I guess that's definitely more than 101. But the
so it goes both ways.
Yeah,
but it's been pretty even. I mean, they had that era that what was it from early 2000s when they were winning everything.
It's not just about the derby though. It's about the head-to-head and the trajectories of the clubs. Obviously, over the last 10 years, we've been better than them. But historically, they're a bigger club. They've won more trophies. They spend more money.
It's only shifted.
They've had.
Karen, hold on, but you got to admit it's only shifted that way in the last 15 years, right? Before they had that, we had won the most FA Cups out of any team in the league, right? We had European trophies. We were a bigger club than Chelsea.
I'm sorry.
We were a bigger club than Arsenal.
If we're talking about historically, then we can talk about Tottenham's glory historically. But in the Premier League era, this club has done almost nothing.
Yeah.
And so
it's because
of course, but the way certain Spurs fans talk as if we're entitled to challenge for a title, or if we're entitled to win trophy. Not. We haven't done any of the requisite things to get to that level because of our ownership. Sure, we wouldn't. Then let's talk about the ownership. But there's just a lot of arrogant shit that I hear from Tottenham fans. I don't understand where your arrogance comes from, because I've been supporting this team for like 7 years, not even that long, and I don't have any of that. I don't feel any of that. And I'm not just talking in like older fans. I get the older fans who have seen us lift trophies, but younger fans. I'm talking people younger than me. I'm 26. You see all these, 21, 22, 23-year-olds,
14,
or even, I don't lump you in with them, Dan, but there are a lot of people, I just, oh my gosh, watching the Football Terrace today. And again, I'm not talking about you, Dan, because I know you were on Football Terrace today, but there were a lot of other Spurs fans who came on and were excuses, the ref, this and that. And it's just pathetic. Just admit.
One thing you have to understand.
Shit. We lost.
Kieran.
Happy Gauss and
Kieran.
I don't know if this is part. I don't know if this is part of the. Wait, real quick.
Can we allow to speak? I sorry, I don't know your name. It's Nippon, I think. Is it you?
Yeah.
Can we allow? Because I see you are trying to speak for a long time, and
I've been trying to calm Kieran down. That's all.
I'm not.
Nippon, you don't need to calm him down. Right?
I get excited for the entertainment of the viewers. I get hyped because that's part of the whole YouTube experience. People want the entertainment.
Not so much
they want
YouTube
the
experience,
debate.
but definitely on this channel. That's
or
what
at least this channel. Yeah.
But
Leaving it to get out. This club is a disgrace. We're absolute rotten from top to bottom.
People love that.
Royale is the biggest disgrace of all time.
Why do you think people?
We don't do fake British accents though, unless it's the boy Hotspur, right?
I'm starting to develop it like naturally. I'm starting to actually develop it like naturally.
안경 나왔어요.
But anyway, Nippon. Before we go on, I personally, I mean, you guys can call me crazy. A lot of people do. It's okay.
You're crazy.
I didn't think it was that bad today.
Yeah,
I didn't.
And neither do I. As I said, I think that first half was really good. In my opinion. I think we did what we wanted to do. I know you don't. I know you don't agree with me. I know it wasn't pretty. I'm not saying about you. I'm saying about Kieran.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we did what we wanted to do. I think we neutralized Arsenal pretty well in our defensive third. I don't think that they created many clear-cut chances. I don't recall more than one from the first half. I think everything went to shit in the second half, and it went to shit because of the individual mistakes of players
specifically
that aren't good enough.
Minutes. Yeah, I mean,
of players that aren't good enough. Just it's easy as that.
And I just want to say, I just like to back people up with this. Is because if I scroll up this, it'll add it for each minute going through. But if you look at a lot of their XG, their chances weren't big, right? They only had, in fact, we had bigger chances for Charleston in the 12th minute than they did.
That's not a sitter. That's not a sitter.
It was
obviously it is.
He bottled it. It was an absolute sitter. He should have scored it. There's no way he shouldn't have. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're right in front of goal, one-on-one with the keeper. You make connection with the ball. It's got to be a goal. I'm sorry.
Kieran, I know you're grinding for entertainment right now for the viewers.
No, I'm being honest.
You got to know when to take an L, bro.
Kieran, I was just talking to you about how we created chances, and you were like, we didn't create one clear chance, and now you're saying that Richarlison had a sitter.
Hold on, Dan. First of all, it was a snide comment that was supposed to go in passing, right? Hold on. It was a snide comment that was supposed to go in passing, right? But I was trying to back up Michael's point. That if you look, their chances aren't huge. You're talking 4%, 8%. Like the biggest ones they had, and these are in the second half, right? In the first half, besides, second half, that's a huge one, 0.85, right? That's the Lloris mistake, right?
Yeah.
52nd minute, you had the Gabriel Jesus shot there. That was their biggest chance too. In the first half, their biggest chance was that one from the Gabriel Jesus put left wide of the goal. That was it.
Why?
But
you want to know why?
The thing is, it's a little misleading. Because can you just pull up that Martin Odegaard shot from the first half that he had right outside the box? It should be that one right in the crease. I think it's that one right in the crease.
In the crease, this one.
Oh.
No.
There it is, right there. That one, yeah. See, it's a really low percentage chance, but if you watch that shot again, he has a clear lane to shoot at any point in the goal.
Exactly.
They stretched us wide. He had a clear shooting lane to hit any point. It was a terrible strike. That was the problem. So actually, the chance was good. Strike was terrible, which is why it results in a 0.02 xG. From the shot, it's not a good.
No. XG is not based on the quality of the strike. That has nothing to do with XG. XG is based on
I don't understand how a position like that is a 0.02 XG.
Hold on, I'll tell you guys. Okay, Thomas Partey had one from the same spot in the second half, but basically what the XG is based off of is how many defenders are in between this player and the goal, the angle, and the distance, right? And in this scenario, out of 10 shots, how many times do they go in? Well, 0.2. Out of 10 strikes in this scenario from this space, I mean, you can already see there's 2 of them and neither of them went in, right? So you got all of these here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 went in. If you were to say they were to have 6 more shots, those would have missed as well. That's what the XG is based on. It's not on the quality of the strike.
Honestly,
otherwise this would have been lower XG, right? So
Well, that's not sitter. That's not even 50. That's not even 50.
Okay, Dan. I'm gonna say this. If you are a 60 million pound striker, you should be finishing that.
Don't bring
He
that
connects
into
with
the
the ball.
equation.
He connects
Don't
with the
bring
ball.
that.
He's
I'm
got to put
so
in the
against
goal.
that. I'm so against that. Let's not bring the price.
But Dan,
Let's not,
Dan, all you're doing is
let's not bring
basing.
the
Hold on,
price.
but Dan,
You play football, bro. If you are 1-on-1 with the keeper right in front of goal, you connect with the ball. You expect to score, don't you?
But what does the price have to do with
Aren't
that?
Aren't you?
Okay,
Forget the price, bro. You're an attacker, right? You're a winger. If you're 1-1,
hold on. Let me explain what Michael's saying. Okay. If that's Eric Dyer, your expectation for Eric Dyer scoring that goal is far lower than if it was Harry Kane, right? 150 million striker compared to a 20 million defender, right? Your expectation for scoring that goal in front of goal is different, right? That's why everybody always says some play bad, even though he's like a 7.2 on SofaScore, right? Your expectation for Son is really high because of what he's accomplished, right? If you want to accept that argument there, you have to accept a 60 million pound striker should be putting that away, especially when by any soccer metric, football metric, they consider that to be a big chance missed. It's not me, the Premier League, SofaScore, Understat.com. You can think it's not. That's fine. It's your opinion, though. But when all of the data supports someone else, you can't just say no, you're wrong, because that's like you're being a climate denier. But it's a big chance miss denier.
Let me explain myself.
Here's one of the problems with XG.
Let him go.
Sorry, Dan.
The reason I said no, you're good. The reason I said not to bring the price into this is because do you think Richarlison is sitting there saying, do you think Richarlison has anything about his price? So I don't think the price should be brought into it. Is he actually worth 60 mil? I don't think so. And we didn't even pay 60 mil. We paid 50. So, second of all, it's not a sitter because you have to look at the whole chance. It was coming to him, right? And he was already thinking what he was going to do with the ball, right? And in the last second, a change of motion when Eric Dyer goes for the ball, it touches off of him. And I was going to say deflection, but then Will get mad because that's not the correct vocabulary. So it's a touch from Eric Dyer.
It's because it's not.
And then it forced him in the last second, and he just makes a last ditch decision. It comes off his right foot, and it didn't even miss the target. It was actually going in. The keeper saved it. So how is that a sitter? Explain to me. That is not a sitter in any sense of the word.
Define sitter for me. Give me your definition of sitter.
Kieran and Dan are trying to have a rant off.
Hold on. I can't tell you how it's a sitter until you define sitter for me. Define sitter for me, and then I'll explain to you how if it is or it is not a sitter.
Having control of the ball and in a position where you expect your striker to score.
So how do you expect the striker to score?
Define control.
Control, like you have control of the ball. Like let's say Son is really, really good at this. Where he controls the ball, right? And he's running towards goal. And he's like one-on-one with the keeper. That's a sitter.
Define control for me.
Like having control of the ball.
Where he has the ball and he can actually
make the ball. So any first touch, one-touch shots are not in control.
Well, if the ball comes over you and you stick out your foot to control it, or the ball's coming in from across.
Right, that would be 2 touches. So I'm saying any first touch strikes at goal are not in control.
Just that it was 1 touch, and you even agreed that it was 1 touch.
I know it's 1 touch. Okay. What I'm saying is according to your definition, 1-touch goals would not ever be a sitter.
You'd have to look at
because they haven't been controlled.
So
you have to
no volley is a
if
sitter. You can't.
If he's waiting at the back post, no one on him, not even a goalkeeper on him. And
headers aren't sitters.
And he hits it first time.
Headers aren't sitters. First timers aren't sitters.
Depends where it's from. Let's not sit here and say that just because it's from that close from the goal, it's a sitter. It's not, because the ball's coming in. It's in the air, first of all. So he's not going to have control of the ball. Then when it was already coming in from the air, Eric Dyer touched it in the last second.
It wasn't in the air.
No, it wasn't across in the air. So what was it?
Hold on, Dan. You're totally missing this play here. The ball comes in from a corner kick. The ball is coming outside, inside. Dyer sticks his leg out to strike the ball, which sends the ball across the face of goal. Richarlison lunges with his right foot, right, and puts it right towards the near post. Instead of using his left foot and actually shooting, he sticks his right foot out, right, and hits the ball right at the goalkeeper. Okay.
First of all, it was a free kick. Second of all, it was in the air, and
it wasn't in the air.
It was in the air.
But by the time it touched Richarlison, it wasn't, right?
It was rolling across the ground.
We're talking about the same
I mean,
It
he was like
it kind of bounced up off the
set
pitch.
piece
a little
from
bit.
Derek, assist from Eric Dyer.
Yeah, the one from the free kick.
Yeah, that was in the air.
No,
the
it
free
wasn't
kick
in
came in, Dyer touched it, and it bounced off the ground after Dyer touched it, and it was like maybe this high.
It was
And
bouncing. It was bouncing, so it was still in the air.
Yeah, but
okay, so in the air is usually head height, right?
But dude, he's a Premier League striker. Do you think he takes
bouncing ball across the
hundreds
box
of shots
is
like
not
that in training across the week? Like, through the week, he's taking hundreds of reaction first time
But no, listen,
volleys. I mean, if you hit that in training every day,
Dan,
multiple times, like.
This is what I define. Hold on. So by your definition, Dan, because you haven't defined it well. If I can find examples that don't fit your definition, for example, headers. Your first definition you have headers wouldn't fit those. None of those would be sitters. No first time touch. First one touch goals would be sitters. Because you didn't have control, right? That was a necessary piece of your definition.
You have to look at the situation.
But then it's not a definition, right? Definitions aren't situational.
You can't put one criteria to it.
Yes, you can. That's what a definition is.
I think it's hard to define a sitter. I think it's hard to define a sitter in football because like a 2-meter tap in from across
sorry
is
to
a sitter.
interrupt,
Yeah.
but I've got to go now.
Cool.
Steak.
Hold on, I gotta bring.
Yeah, but before I go, I'd like to shout
Go
out
ahead.
my socials. If
Go ahead.
that's okay.
Go for it. Plug yourself, my man.
You can find me on Twitter at the Nipun Sharma and my official YouTube Twitter NSSports93. You can find me on Instagram with 4 I's and 3 U's. You can find me on my other Instagram at Nipun Reviews Lifestyle. You can also find me on YouTube at NS Sports TV. I'm on the road to 1K, so that would be nice. You can also find me on the British Lifestyle Blogger, and my podcast will be out on my next day off, hopefully. So yeah, I'll speak to you all later.
Good deal, my man. Thank you for coming on.
Bye. Take care.
Steak.
And when one leaves, I turn on the signal
Okay.
to come here and teach Dan what a sitter is. Chasing down all the Richarlison lovers. One person at a time.
And the Sun haters.
Everyone in the comments.
Where's Son's goal then?
Give it up for C Cubed.
Hey everyone.
No, see, cute.
That's the most anticlimactic intro ever.
all the build up, and then
Welcome.
Hello.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
it's great.
This
I
is
love
the
it.
real voice of Batman. Didn't you know?
So Steven has decided to define it for you. Full control of a ball or body right in front of goal when the chance comes to you. Not
control.
a sitter. Full
He's
control of a
defined
ball
it
or body
He's
right in front of
defined
goal.
it
So
pretty well.
again, then the header would not be included in that definition. My
So
definition
there's no
of a
such
sitter,
thing as a sitter header, then, yeah.
yeah. So my definition of a sitter is any goal over 3.30 xG within 12 yards of goal.
Yeah, but then
What's
you'd have
the
to.
what's the extra? Okay, you can go Dan.
No, go on.
Now, what's the account of the sofa score, and Hugo Lloris goal kick is a 0.3 then? So it just
I'm
changed
sorry?
everything.
I'm sorry.
So if they made a Hugo Lloris goal kick into a 0.3 xG,
Why would they do that though?
Because their account got hacked.
Because their account got hacked.
Yeah, so
well, then obviously it would be erroneous information and not really a 3.0 XG goal.
Yes, invalid.
Yeah, but it's technically
like XG is not a defined thing.
Hold on, but so like for example, it is a defined thing. I just literally just defined it.
No, because what set piece is, what XG is, it's taking a lot of different things into account. So that's in itself another definition. So, but what?
Right, but XG has already been clearly defined, right? And there's a clear metric by which they judge things, right?
Yeah,
Do you
but
know
what
a
I'm
metric
saying
is?
You see a chance, right? Somebody misses it. You're not going to be like, wow, that chance is really close. It was actually, according to my calculations, 0.0.3 XG.
Yeah, so basically, hold on. I think you have a misunderstanding of what XG is, and I'm just going to say it real quick just to clarify. So they have a mathematical model, right, that takes data points from all of the games since they've been recording XG, which right now is about 6 seasons, right? So any shot from that distance with those amount of defenders between the shooter and the goal from that angle. So for example, like here, if I show you this, like in this piece, right? So a shot from this area with those similar circumstances, what percentage of those goals hit the back of the net? 0.47, 47% of them. Right? So for me, anything that is a 30% or higher chance within 12 yards of goal is a sitter for me, which is so for me, it's a big chance missed is a sitter, right? A big chance is a sitter for me, right? Now, a big chance, say the chance is outside the box, right? That might not be a sitter because there's still distance there that's played.
Does it
you're
count?
Inside, but Will, if that's the definition, then what they're not taking into account is what I was saying, where the ball's in the air, a last second deflection. What they're taking into account is where I understand.
They do
what you're
take all
saying
of that into account.
They're taking account that the ball got touched by the last second by Eric Dyer. They're not. You just said that
Eric Dyer played the ball into the box. It wasn't a last second touch deflection. He literally kicked the ball.
It's a karate.
It would have
kick.
never gone. It would have never gone to Richarlison if he hadn't changed the direction of the ball.
Richarlison was still going to get to that.
No, the ball wasn't even coming towards Richarlison.
Yeah, he put it into.
Still, that doesn't change the point though, because it's still a split second decision. That's what I'm trying to say.
Split second or not.
Right.
So
but hold on. Do we not agree that this one was a sitter?
Which one? Yeah, that's when he was.
The header.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
the header was sitter.
Okay, so if that was a 0.32, and this is a 0.47,
but did the ball get touched in the last second before Jesus hit it?
It doesn't matter.
Jesus had time. Jesus had time to think.
Exactly. 100%.
Was that a sitter?
There was one from Saka. There was even one from Saka. Wait. There was even one for Saka that the ball got crossed in, and I can't recall who it touched off, but it got touched off in the last second, and I'm sure the XG's high on that one, but it got touched in the last second, so Saka missed it.
What?
There was one.
Saka missed it.
Saka?
In the, I think the second half. No, either
that
the
first. That's not a sitter, dude. 0.09. That's only 9%.
Wait, was that inside the box?
Yeah.
So inside the small box.
Outside 12 yards with less than 0.25. I said 0.3 by the way for a sitter, which is what big chance. The definition of big chance miss is 0.3 or higher.
But it was
so does it take into account the amount of players who are around the striker?
That's his left foot shot. The one that I'm talking about was a header.
So the biggest problem I think with XG is that it doesn't account for the quality of the player.
This one,
who's making
outside the box,
the attempt, making the
so
shot.
That's just an opinion, then.
What?
Yeah, I mean,
wait, what?
Guys,
maybe they didn't count it because it wasn't really a shot. It was
so, like, what I'm saying is that the XG is a general chance, like across all shots that come in those positions in all games. So it doesn't matter which player is taking it. It's this shot has been taken this many times by this many different players. Here's how many were scored. But the thing is, an XG chance, depending on the player, a lower XG chance might be more likely for that player to score. What I mean is
like Son.
Or
Son,
Kane.
for example,
Son and Kane scored tons of low XG goals.
Hold on. Yeah, okay, that's true. Okay, but if you
because
look
they're
at
great finishers.
Yeah, but if you look at if you look at Kane over a season, he tends to be fairly close to his XG. His XG tends to be higher than Son's based on the position that he is in.
Oh, Son scores more worldies for sure. Yeah.
Well, yeah. But what I'm saying is you have Harry Kane, gets in deeper into the box, gets closer to the goal, takes more shots from with that are higher XG. So Harry Kane's XG, and he also is on pens. So every time he takes a pen, that adds 0.75 to his XG, right? So you've got that. Kane usually performs fairly close to his XG number. Usually, on a good season, it's like 0.2 or +2 over. So maybe his XG was 17 goals for a season. He got 19, right? Son tends to average +6, +7. He's taking a lot more goals from outside the box, a lot more hits for long and stuff like that, longer shots, yada, yada, yada. What I'm saying is XG is just an expectation, right? It's an expectation. And it's not an opinionated expectation. It's a mathematical, it's a statistical expectation, right? Meaning that there's a difference. You can have an expectation, Dan. That's an opinion, right? Like there's a lot of times we argue Son should have scored that. It wasn't as easy as it was. Like we've had the same conversation flipped the other way a lot of times, right? Those are our opinions. We're watching it. We're adding our own criteria. We're doing whatever. XG is not an opinion. It's a statistical expectation, meaning there are metrics, right? Number of players, distance, angle, right? Ball flight, yada, 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 yada. Right?
I get that, but go on. Sorry.
Yeah. So in that situation, there is a model, which means the computer pumps out the data. It's not a person who says, you know what? I think that's a 0.32 and not a 0.31, right? It's not a person doing it. It's a computer, right? It's an AI that pumps these things out. Do you have VO at your club, Dan? Do they film your games?
No. Well, yeah, we do.
Like those little cameras?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Cameras?
The tall camera.
Yeah. So,
like it follows the ball.
Yeah, so it doesn't necessarily follow the ball. What it does is it records the whole field, and now they have AIs now. A lot of statistics now are gained and garnered by AI, meaning that,
of course,
like they have at the Premier League stadiums, there's a company called Opta. You'll see it in press conferences. They'll have the little microphone and stuff like that. But they're one of the bigger. There's two major companies that do statistical analytics, right? What they do is they get all of the feeds from all these cameras, and they have computer software AIs that run processes that are hitting these things frame by frame by frame, and the computer pumps out these stats, right?
Oh,
Trust me, that's how the SofaScore pumps them out live, right? If you watch, there's no way a human could sit there and pump out all those statistics, all those metrics live. Not possible, right? No. It's an AI computer that does it. So they've programmed it, this criteria, this criteria, this criteria, this criteria. If it meets that criteria, the computer pumps it out, right? So it is, yes, humans, it is an arbitrary metric or model, yes, because all models are all definitions are arbitrary, right? Yeah, but a computer is doing it, it's not a human. Right?
Yeah. Well, real quick, just on that, I completely agree. I completely agree with you that that actually really does help. But sometimes, what I've always said is that stats 100% help when looking at a player. But sometimes you also have to take a little bit of account of eye watch.
Yeah.
No, the quality of the keeper doesn't count.
Yeah. Don't they have expected saves now though? Based on.
Yeah, go on.
Yes.
Like what I wanted to say is that statistics are there to help to visualize data and to help you understand what was happening, right? And as Will said, even though like in one match Harry Kane's XG might be like half and he will score 2 goals, over the course of the season it will average out to be pretty much precise. But I also support what Kieran said about that when they calculate XG, they don't take into account how good a player striking the ball is, because you cannot take that into account.
Yeah, it's not possible.
Because if you wait, let me finish.
Go on.
Let him finish. Yeah.
Because, for example, if they were taking like Hurricane's pen into account, the XG on that should be like 0.98, not 0.75, right? So I guess that also like shifts to the debate that we had about what is a sitter, what is not a sitter, because like they only take into consideration that there was a human in that place, other humans were somewhere else, and it calculates the chance, right?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Maybe, sorry, I also shouldn't like maybe bring Richarlison's price into the conversation. What I wanted to say is that from our like pretty much star signing our backup striker, I expected him to score that. I know that we can debate whether it was like 5 centimeters over the grass or not, whether he hit it cleanly or not. I know, and it's in my opinion it was a sitter. In yours it wasn't. I just had a feeling when I watched the game. I had a feeling, as you said, there is a place in football to have like feelings, to feel, to gauge whether you felt that something should be or shouldn't be a goal, and I felt that he should score that.
Yeah, real quick.
Yeah, I felt it too. I mean, that's why. But before we jump on, I just want to say to my friend Simon Funk, who's an Arsenal fan, he's been waiting patiently to get a couple of jabs at me. London's at red at least until January, so enjoy it while it lasts.
It's not have Champions League.
For the last 6 years, it's been white, but
and it will be white in January.
It'll be white in January. So.
Yeah, don't worry.
It's always.
But Will, real quick, Dietrich has sent me something on Twitter, and he said that since I'm on your show,
very reliable source. Extremely
Hold
reliable.
on, before we play this, we are using this for commentary. Dan, you can't play the whole thing. You got to stop it and pause it, and let's talk over it. Right? This is fair use, as prescribed under U.S. law.
I was not gonna play it. I was not gonna play it if you didn't give me.
We are watching this, and we're gonna play a little bit of it. Comment on each one. Create our own content on top of this as we watch this. But
it says it's a small compilation of our poor final ball in the first half today. If I'm honest, on another day we create 2 to 3 1v1s here. I was slightly confident at halftime that we'd get a result. Didn't think Arsenal controlled the game nearly as well as they could have. Needed to rewatch to confirm my
agree with this guy so far.
I think I mentioned.
Oh my god! These passes from Son are just my god. They're terrible.
So many wasted opportunities.
Wasted so many balls.
So again, we actually did well to play out at the back.
Okay, pause.
Pause it.
All right. So that's how you play out of the back.
That was really good. That was really good.
If you watch like 2 seconds more, you would see that the ball didn't hit the player that it was intended to. This is basically a compilation of missed passes when we are coming.
All right, so hit play again.
Wait, pull it back to. There you go.
That was a bad
totally
pass
missed the run.
Yes, 100%.
Bad pass by who?
That was a bad pass by Son there. 100%. Yeah.
All right, let's go. Right till the pass.
Hold on. Richarlison stopped his run. Why?
He didn't.
Because he was.
I think that was okay.
There's nothing wrong with that pass.
He wanted to.
It took too long.
Hold on. He can't play it to his feet because there's an Arsenal player laying on the ground.
You see why?
No, stop.
There's no one on the ground yet.
Play it.
It's like
there's a space right in front of him. You see a shadow. That's where you need to be playing the ball. And then
he shouldn't have stopped. He should have kept going.
Actually, I don't know.
Passing it. Hold on. Why would he pass
if he's
running? If he's running, then he would have already missed. If he passed just his shadow, he would have already missed.
Yeah, no, he plays it to his feet there. That gets blocked.
I'm not telling you it's a good decision.
Back with his foot to catch it, or he would just miss it entirely.
This is going to be an opinion.
That's all right. So I'm not saying he wanted it to his feet, but he wanted it. He wanted a more acute angle of ball. It was a very obtuse angle that he passed. He wanted a straight pass just around the side of the defender, so he could come in and strike right foot into the into the right side of the goal.
And Son wanted it. Hold on. Son wanted him to keep running, right? Because it's not like they were talking to each other.
But Son was wrong. Richarlison was doing.
I don't think Son was wrong.
Richarlison held his run to stay onside. Wanted the first strike at the top of the box.
Rewind
it. It was the right. He did the right thing.
Let's rewind it.
He didn't. He wouldn't have gone offside. Right there.
I wish I could control the cursor. So I could
not offside. Look. Hold on. Number 17 there. Saliba is a good 3-4 yards ahead of Richarlison.
If he would have kept running the whole
look
time.
Look at this foot. Look at the foot.
Stopped,
look at the foot of the Arsenal player lunging. If he plays it into that space, it gets blocked.
All right,
Son changes. Hold on.
No. That's not where I'm saying.
Listen to what I'm saying first. Let me land, for crying out loud. Watch the angle of Son's hips. Watch the angle of Son's hips.
Oh, yeah.
As he changes the direction of his pass from playing it to Richarlison's feet to playing it in front of the space. Watch. Okay, now watch Richarlison. Continue to play. Or does it cut off because it doesn't want to show Richarlison screw it up? Yeah, it cuts off because it doesn't want to show Richarlison screw it up.
This play should have been a yellow.
No, I'm sorry, I disagree. It wasn't.
This foul should have been a yellow.
Did.
By the way.
Any
that was a good pass.
Yellow.
I would say maybe this one could be the same thing from the play before. This one's on Richarlison.
Scored.
I think okay.
This is the same thing for the Son one. For the Son one, he wanted it to his foot, and look where he got it.
Those two situations, in my opinion, those weren't necessarily.
That wasn't that bad of a pass from Richarlison either.
That was for me because I'm not gonna flip flop here. That was a bad pass from Richarlison because he didn't look up in time to see that Perisic wanted it to his foot.
He didn't look up in time because he's psychic. Yeah, go ahead, Michael.
Sorry, I think those two chances, those weren't bad passes, but they put our player in a difficult situation because, as we said, probably a better pass to pick would be to do a shorter pass where you could strike it first time. Whereas both Perisic and Richarlison were thrown out to the side of the 6-yard box or 16-yard box, sorry, and then they had to turn around, attempt a cross. Whereas I feel like both of those chances could have been a really nice shot, especially the Richarlison one. I feel like if Son curved it a bit more inside the penalty box, I feel like it would have been a greater chance. As I said, it wasn't a bad pass from Son. It could have been better, in my opinion.
It just wasn't the right one. I agree with Michael completely.
Yeah.
So for me, go back. Well, hold on. Let me go back to the pass one more time. So
which one?
What we're saying to the second Son, the Son pass to Richarlison.
All right.
So the pass isn't necessarily bad, but situationally, it's not the right pass. So look. As he's coming here, Ramsdale is seeing the run of Richarlison, so he is going to go wide to meet him. If he makes an almost straight pass instead of a diagonal pass, just a little bit less outside, just a little bit, just right around the defender right in front of him, Richarlison can step inside as Ramsdale is stepping outside, thinking he's making that run wide, and then he's got a free shot on goal.
That's
it's
fine.
a 100% score.
All right, that's and just leave that where it is, Dan. I'll bring it back up. But we have to change the scene every now and again for fair use. That way, we're not just broadcasting it, right? I hear what you're saying. I I think we're being very post hoc here, right? Meaning that Son is in the heat of the game with pressure from 3 Arsenal defenders, right? And you're expecting him to calculate all of this in his brain at one time and be perfect.
Well, actually, yes, because Son is a world-class player.
That's an unreasonable expectation.
He is the best left winger. No, it's not. If Son is what I believe to be the best left winger on the planet, which is what I believe, he should absolutely be able to make the right decision there.
100% of the time.
Not 100% of the time. I'll admit it's nitpicky, but here's the problem, Will. Here's the problem, Will. When you play a sit back and counterattack game where you don't create loads of chances, where you have to be clinical, where each chance you create is critical. We did not create loads of chances. Stop saying that. We didn't.
Hold on.
We did not.
Just you saying we did
on.
not doesn't mean that we didn't.
Hold on. Okay.
We didn't. They're not good chances.
You're right, Dan, but you need to look in the mirror sometimes. But okay, that's fine. But you're talking about 100%. But what about the time? What about at 27:30 when Son plays the ball to Perisic and he blows it? What about at 2800 when Son plays the ball with Richarlison and Richarlison blows it? What about the time at 38 minutes where Son creates a build-up held back by Odegaard here, which is a good pass, by the way, from Son. Not a bad one.
Son
and Richarlison blows
it.
Hold on. And Richarlison blows it. Right?
Yeah,
Beautiful pass there. Right in stride. He had to maybe slow down a tad.
That was poor from Richarlison.
Okay, so what I'm saying is you've got all of the, hold on. You've got all of these opportunities where Son actually today was far better at the pass more times than he wasn't. And you want to nitpick that he was off by 1.5 yards?
Yeah, because he's a world-class player.
Then you're being unreasonable, in my opinion.
Well, I'm not being unreasonable. His son is one of the best players on the fucking planet. If he's really that good, then he should be. I'm not saying it's going to happen every time, but I just think that in this game, and I've seen him do way more incredible stuff than that before. I'm not saying he's going to hit it 100% of the time, and it didn't work out this time. That's fine. But he can do it. He could have done it. He could have made the right pass. Harry Kane, in my opinion, who is a better passer than Son most of the time, I think he makes that pass. Honestly, I think he makes it right first time. It's a goal.
Okay, but how about all the times? Hold on. How about all the times that Harry Kane just dumps the ball into space and Son has to run onto it? That's not a good pass. You're just dumping it into open space.
Because it's a run.
That's part of the game plan. That's literally part of
Son is
how
playing
we
the ball
play.
into space. And Richarlison doesn't run onto it.
But he plays it at the wrong angle. He plays it at the wrong angle to set up a good shot.
When you're training kids, when you tell them to make through balls into the box, do you tell them to make straight passes or angle passes?
Are these kids, Will, or are they Premier League footballers at the highest level of European football?
What is the basic? All professional players are masters of the basics.
Yes, but they're supposed to be more than that, especially a world-class player like Son.
The reason why they're world-class is because they're masters of the basics. Yes,
and
they
because they can do more than the basics.
Okay.
Will. So wait, going back right now, you're saying that it's unfair to say that Son has to make that split decision, right? That's what you're saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why is it fair when the ball bounces right on Eric Dyer's foot and then Richarlison gets it in the last second?
Because he's 6 yards from goal.
Does it matter?
It does matter.
Still has to make he still has to make a last-ditch decision. Am I right or am I wrong?
What?
Look, am I right or am I wrong? Does Richarlison still have to make a last-ditch decision?
Some puts that in the back of the net 9 out of 10 times. It does matter.
Listen, here's the thing. Here's the thing. We're going over these chances. We're nitpicking these chances. And the thing is, and I'm fine to do that, and I enjoy doing it. But the thing is, we need to create more chances. Period. We cannot be sitting back like we are. The game plan was wrong. The formation was wrong, and it showed.
But that's how we play.
Let me tell you something.
That is not the problem. You know why we play like that?
We got it one at a time.
Why we play like that? Because Conte doesn't trust our defense. Just like Jose Mourinho didn't trust our defense. That's why we sit back. That's why we sit back, because he knows if we press high and we play on the front foot, we're going to eat goals. That's the problem.
What would you like to see Conte do?
What's the thing that you dislike most about how we
So
play?
here's the thing. The other thing is Dyer in his interview admitted today that they didn't press as much as they were told to. That Conte wanted them to press more. Exactly. Conte wanted them to press more. This is why everybody's calling it Conte ball. It's not Conte ball. It's our shit players who have no confidence, who constantly fall back right in front of goal because they're pussies and they're afraid. They are afraid when teams control the ball. I want them to do what the manager's telling them to do, and I don't think he's telling them to.
You said the tactics were the problem.
Hold on for a second.
Because
hold on for a second.
Formation was the problem.
I gotta wind this in for a little bit, okay? It's okay for us to be passionate, right? But we have to be rational.
Exactly.
Right? Otherwise, you're just irate, right?
So okay,
you're irrational.
So, I misspoke. What I meant is the formation was wrong. The tactics,
Wait.
the tactics are
What
different
formation
than what
would you
we're
have liked
seeing on the
to-
pitch.
I haven't. Hold on,
3-5-2. So we don't get overrun in midfield.
So
Like
three in the
everybody's
middle
been
flat?
calling for.
Three in the
Hold
middle
on,
flat.
hold on.
Guys,
Love you to death. Okay, give me.
Cube,
I
let Cube
just want to
get it.
say goodbye. Okay, so I'm very.
Hi or
I
bye?
actually had to. I didn't get to sleep at all because I was like watching this game.
At 4
It's
o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, this game was 4:30 a.m. for me, and I didn't sleep at all so that I could watch this game. Very, very upset. I think I said to Kyrian that I was going through the 5 stages of grief, and I still am. So I appreciate all of this, but I need to bail. I can't.
Yeah,
Mari, I'm going to mute you for a little bit because you got background noise while you're driving. But
I'm
unmute
great.
yourself when you're ready to go.
But
Yeah,
before I go, I do want to plug something, Will.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, plug it. It's not in the
So I found this channel, and I don't know who the channel owner is, but I want to plug them anyways. Star Brick Studios. So I don't know who the person is that is the channel,
Star Brick Studios.
but Star Brick Studios. But check them out. I was supposed to plug them on Tottenham away on Friday, and I forgot, but I will do it again this week. So they are whoever they are a Tottenham fan, clearly, and they do like all of these cool like the highlights of the games, but in like Lego form.
In Lego.
Oh yeah.
It's not me, but it's
seen that.
basically me. So, and they do Batman too. So I just want to. I would just. And
It's
it's a lot
not
of
you,
work.
but it is you.
Yeah.
So you
So,
can-
anyways,
so you
I
can
think
see-
that it's pretty cool, and so I just wanted to plug them so you guys can check them out. So,
you can
anyway,
see Son. So you can see Son misplaced passes in Lego form. Fantastic.
And you can see Richarlison miss sitters in Lego form. Fantastic.
you know, I also put down my name here as Dan's wall because I just wanted to remind him that it's not nice to throw objects at walls.
Will, do you see what I did?
All right, I will talk to you all later.
What are you, a pirate? What?
Yeah.
Did you see what I did to my wall?
Able to calm down when this man put a hole in his wall today.
No, I didn't. I didn't watch your video today. I didn't watch any videos today, bro. Be
I'll
honest with
go
you.
back. I'll show you like literally after this clip. But like going back to this pass, I don't even think
Cover it
that's
up with a
pass.
poster so your parents. But Michael's got to go. It's like
Yeah,
real late for him.
Yeah, it's 5
Bye,
a.m.
Michael. Have a good one.
5:30 in the morning for Michael. He needs to have a nap.
Yeah, I got to go. It was a
Thanks
lovely
for
chat,
joining
guys.
us, Michael.
Yeah,
thanks for coming
Michael.
on, bud.
Michael,
Sorry
I
if it
always
gets-
watch your.
sorry-
Sorry, in Korea they do it like this. I feel like.
Yeah. But it's kind of usually down the chin a little bit.
Oh, whatever. It's a hard sign.
But-
Lovely chat, guys.
But Michael, too, the show gets a little fiery sometimes. It's not as calm as others. But thank you for coming on. It was really good to have your opinion. And on our show, we have a motto. Oh, wrong one. I'm telling you, bro, it's 1, 2. We do that.
Steak.
But you got to have that man smell and just jump in there, and you did a good job today. So thank you for coming on. I appreciate it, bro.
Son needs to do
Michael, I wanted to say that I've seen your appearances on We Are Tottenham TV, man. I love your insight. You've always got great
me
opinions,
too.
well reasoned.
Good-
You're
good stuff.
very well spoken. Yeah, good to have you on for sure.
I was on
Yeah,
Wheel
it's-
on TV.
Trust me, if I could speak in Polish
just-
on
you're just
We Are
talking about
Tottenham
steak.
TV, I would be way better. But
Yeah,
you know,
but
sometimes
Charles-
I hesitate a bit. Yeah, so
Like a
sometimes
philosopher.
I get maybe- yeah.
Very
Okay,
good.
but bye,
I
guys.
went off on.
Thanks, Michael, for coming on, man. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Yeah.
Steak.
All right, so-
Everybody in the chat, show your love for Michael. We're gonna bring another.
Oh no, I think that's. Is that Ellie? Because it
We
just
have 2
could start-
Ellies. We have 3 Ellies now.
It could just start going.
Yeah.
Will. It could just.
Ellies.
Yeah, we got the right one, I
Oh my
think.
God. Yeah.
The
So-
other, Will, that's really unsafe.
That's probably
I don't-
Lars.
I don't know if you've been watching the Tottenham away streams, but there's this guy that goes on as other as us.
No, it's been Ellie. She's always has connection issues, and it
yeah,
sometimes
yeah,
it
yeah.
doubles up and loops.
Yeah,
Trust
'cause
me,
I-
if
you see
I
what- Yeah.
if I had the high guy come in, I would just ban him and then be done with it. I know how to do it, unlike Stell, so I'm not worried about it. But
The state goes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, too, like large anus too. Like I don't mind large anus coming on, but if he's just gonna start screaming in the middle of the stream, then we can't do that, right? So.
Did you see my stats, Will? Arsenal
which
had
one?
22 chances.
Yeah.
Arsenal had 9 chances on target, 9 chances off target, and 4 blocked to our 3-2-3. So we didn't really create a lot of chances, boys.
3-2-3.
We didn't create. Yeah, we had 3 on target, 2 off target, and 3 blocked.
Yeah.
So we didn't really create a lot of chances.
Right, but I mean, what I mean, the 3 that were on target. Well, of course, compared to them, we didn't have as many chances. But what I'm saying is the quality of those. For example, 9 shots on target, and this is where statistics.
Good.
Right. Hold on.
They were good chances.
The quality of R3.
They were all right.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, the quality of the XG of R3, if you were to add them together, was probably as high as 7 of their 9.
Whoa, real quick, can you put the video?
This is
probably, yeah.
So, Will, this is the part that stats. I don't know. Maybe there is a metric to measure this, but as far as but the thing is, when you create a higher volume of chances, now most of the time, that added pressure on the defense, if they're not, excluding the best of the best, will wear down a defense and make. And the more chances you create, the more likely you are to hit some. As a team is constantly bombarded, only the most disciplined or talented defensive units can handle being attacked over and over and over and not concede goals. The problem is that
I gotta go, lads.
The volume of chances is not high enough.
Okay, real quick before I go, Will, can you put the video I'm sharing?
Guys, I gotta go.
Mari's got to go too.
This is what they're talking about.
But disappointing loss, and on to the next game.
Dan, don't do that, Dan. Mari, sorry.
It's fucking hilarious.
That's what they're talking about making hot. And now I have a Richarlison poster over it.
Yeah, if I was your dad, dude, you'd be in freaking trouble, bro.
He doesn't.
He wouldn't be. He will when he wants.
We'll see.
I got to get Dan's dad number.
You should have one of Hoddle up
Don't be a snitch, Will.
I won't rat you out, Dan, but you.
You're in trouble.
I gotta go, lads. Come on, you Spurs.
Just say like the rats eating it.
Get Harry Kane. Come on, you Spurs, and get Harry Kane off free kicks.
Dan, I'm gonna give you some dad advice.
Bye, guys.
It's better to tell him than
See you,
to find
Mari.
out on his own. Later, Mari.
Hi, Mari.
Sorry, Mari. Everybody go subscribe to Mari's channel. Dan,
Daddy will.
like, Dad,
Daddy will.
just be like, Dad, I was jumping on my bed and I elbowed the wall, right? But you gotta at least tell him that there's a hole in the wall. You know what I mean?
Because he's gonna be very suspicious. Tottenham leads to Arsenal, and the next day there's a hole in the wall.
But it's got to get fixed, because if you guys go to move or do whatever and all of a sudden there's a hole in the wall, it's gonna be worse.
Just
wait
till after Tuesday, after our next game, and then reveal it, unless we lose. Wait till the next time Tottenham win, and then show him, so he knows you didn't do it out of anger.
Yeah.
We'll do against
Gary Kane off free kicks. Big up lads, big up the panel, big up the chat.
How about you just say that you throw your brother into the wall?
You think we'll recover against Eintracht Frankfurt, guys?
I think that's why. I think that's why he took Son and Richarlison off. I think after that third goal, Conte was like, "We're done here. Let's get ready for Tuesday." Yeah.
Let's get ready for Wednesday's night.
Is it Wednesday or Tuesday?
Let me just say though,
on a Tuesday night. Still
too many people.
You know
if we don't score,
he doesn't really rate Brian Hill though, does he?
Yeah, because he's shit.
He's not good.
Gillespie.
I know.
No, he's okay.
Sorry.
You just
I know you like him.
You just like him because he's cute. Just like him because he's cute.
He's not even cute. Have you seen his face?
Oh, I don't
think his face isn't that cute.
He's not
I
Brad.
think he looks like freaking. He looks like I can't which Beatle it was. He looks like one of the Beatles when he was young.
Beatles,
Yeah.
Yeah, like Ringo Starr.
Ringo.
Paul
Yeah, he
Paul
looks like Ringo
McCartney.
Starr. No, not Paul McCartney. I'm pretty sure it's Ringo. Hold on, let me check.
Yeah,
I need
Ringo.
an old. I know what he looks like now, but an old
He's not
picture.
good looking though.
Yeah, he looks just like Ringo Starr.
It's not like Ringo.
Yeah, he does. He looks like
He's
Ringo.
good looking, but he just can't play football.
Maybe he can do some music.
I think he.
Why don't we get any ballers in our club? We haven't got Harry Kane can play football. I'll give you that. Sonny can play.
I think he looks like
But the
more like a
rest-
young George Harrison than a Ringo Starr.
Yeah, that's it. George Harrison. Yeah.
You think so?
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
Like a
But not
20s
as
George
good-looking
Harrison.
as George
George
Harrison.
Harrison got better looking as he got older. When he got into his
Yeah.
30s, he was better looking. But I'm talking like the young George Harrison. And then he got ugly again when he got
He
old. But
busted then.
I don't know. I've got a pretty good couple pictures here that look pretty. I don't know. I think he looks like Ringo Starr.
No, I
Anyway.
think he looks more like that. What's that blonde comedian guy that does all of those movies with the busted nose?
Owen Wilson.
Owen
Oh,
Wilson.
Owen Wilson.
Yeah, he's a brown-haired Owen Wilson. That's what he looks like to
The guy
me.
goes.
Yeah.
The guy goes. Wow.
I quite like that Owen Wilson. He's not bad looking actually. He's just got a bent nose.
But I mean, it's the bent nose is what I'm saying. The bent nose and the kind of the jaw that kind of protrudes out and down.
That's what if Mella and Cucurella had a child.
No, if Joe Roden and Brian Hill had a baby, it would look like Owen Wilson.
If we're talking dishy
True.
players, you must. If we're talking dishy players at Spurs, Romero is the best looking, in my opinion. Oh, George Martin,
Lloris,
yeah.
probably.
No, there's a good looking man.
George
Half
Martin.
Greek as well, you know. He's
Joe
that
Roden's
good.
never gonna live that down in preseason, dude. I swear he looked just like that, dude.
He did. He did.
Frosted hair,
Good looking.
little like dust
we need-
beard.
Hey, good looking. What you
As a
got
banner in the
cooking?
stadium. Just have it at the stadium as a banner, like in the front row. Joe Roden thinks you rock.
No,
He's like
it's,
the-
and two, and so like earlier too, and there's some people, and I blocked one guy. Like I don't care if people disagree with me, right?
Yeah.
But when we're watching the same clip, right, and I say Saka pretended like he's gonna cross, and they're like, no, he didn't, and I'm like, it's right here. No, it wasn't.
He feigned it. Yeah. He
Right,
did.
but what I'm
Very
saying
good at
is,
doing that.
don't like what makes me mad is when people lie, like intentionally lie. That you're gonna trigger me, and then I get serious, right? Right.
Yeah.
So you can troll me, but just at least acknowledge reality.
Trigger will.
You
must
can trigger me, but just if you trigger me in my own show, I'm just gonna kick your ass out.
Yeah. Kick him out. Kick him out.
Yeah,
But
I'm worried. I'm worried about Tuesday night. I don't know about everybody else, but I feel like if
it's
we
gonna
don't,
be hard because they've got a hostile crowd, haven't they?
we've got to score early and
they're crazy.
yeah, we've got to score early. If we don't score in the first half, I think that we
Yeah.
could end up with another sporting
That's shit,
situation.
Yeah, but we
They-
can still
they-
qualify
no,
if we lose.
but the thing is,
still
if we go
qualify.
there and play 3-4-3, and they just flood the midfield with, they do have good, some pretty good midfield and attacking players.
Yeah.
I mean, Daichi Kamada's pretty good.
How are Eintracht Frankfurt doing in the German league, Will?
not good.
Looked them up.
They're like,
They're not
I think they're
doing
like
that well.
10th.
Oh, okay.
They're not that good, but neither are Sporting. And we lost, so that's the thing.
Sports title challengers.
Oh, they're in 5th right now. Sorry, they've moved
Yeah,
up.
but
They won their last two.
Portugal is a much lower quality league than the Bundesliga. They don't
know about
have
that.
Sporting doesn't
Who?
have to play Bayern
Portugal
Munich
players are
twice a
good.
year.
Yeah, but Sporting will be above Eintracht though.
I mean, they
No.
might be. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, they are in the
Bayern Munich
standings
are
right
really
now.
good in
But
the
what I'm,
Bundesliga.
but no, I
Like if
don't.
we put them in the league, I probably think they'll be like Europa. Like
I think the Bundesliga is Top three.
Right, so actually, Frankfurt are actually fifth in the Bundesliga right now.
They are now.
But
They've
not
they've
doing
won their
bad.
last two.
Yeah,
Well, before that,
I
before
mean-
the last 2 weeks, they were like 10th because they had lost 2 and drawn 2.
They play really attacking football. They score a lot of goals, but they also concede a lot of goals.
Helps us then.
The thing, but
Yeah.
that's the thing. If we're clinical, if we can score, if Son and Kane are firing, because we've got to score early, and
No
and
matter
get
what.
and get control of the
Stakes
game.
firing.
Because if we go in missing passes, looking sloppy, going to halftime 0-0, I'm on.
That being Son.
I will bet money that we will lose. If we go into halftime 0-0 Tuesday night, I'm like, I wouldn't bet against Tottenham because I don't, that seems wrong. But neutrals. If we go into halftime 0-0, put your money on Frankfurt. I'm sorry, but that's how I feel about this team right now. I don't trust us as much as I think we're good and we have talent. I think we have a good manager. I don't trust our players. Individual mistakes can happen at any time, and not just individual mistakes. Because what happens is we get 1 or 2 bad individual mistakes, and then the whole thing falls apart. Heads start dropping, guys start forcing it, trying to do more than they need to, overcomplicating things, and then we fall apart. And I'm just,
can somebody show me this or explain this to me too? Because I'm gonna stop sharing this and share a different screen. But this is something that's you guys want to see some like a conspiracy, right? I'm gonna show you a conspiracy right here. No.
Is it Kane's contract?
Yeah, kind of like a conspiracy theory. How Liverpool gets unfair treatment from the world in football.
Oh,
'Cause
piss off!
If you look at this table here, it has Liverpool being in second. But tell me how that's possible when their goal difference is -2 and Ajax is 3.
Yeah.
that is weird. I will admit that is weird. What the hell?
Ajax scored more goals. One game.
Yeah, they've scored more for, less against, better goal differential, same amount of points as Liverpool, and Liverpool's in second, and Ajax is in third.
I don't understand your point.
Yeah, I don't get it. I'm telling you, it's a.
Why are they in
every other
second?
one goal differential? Leverkusen's above Atletico Madrid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything else is normal. 0 to -2. We're ahead of
Is it a head-to-head
Frankfurt.
thing? Is it a head? Is it a head-to-head thing?
It shouldn't matter. Goal differential is usually the first tiebreaker.
I thought it was head-to-head.
Oh, actually, yeah, I think in the Champions League it is head-to-head and then goal differential. I think you're right.
Let me see what their matches.
Because didn't they beat Ajax? Yeah, they beat Ajax
2-1.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's head-to-head.
They beat them 2-1, didn't they?
Good call, Alex.
Well, no, I just remember because we went through to the Champions League through head-to-head against Inter.
Oh, that's
that
right.
run.
Yeah.
That's right. Because Lucas Moura.
Oh, is it
scored
like
against
a
Barcelona, didn't he?
what is it? Fixture, like a total who has the most?
Who's got a better record against the other team?
Yeah.
It's like
so, but it's like a what do they call that? Like a fixture tie.
I don't know.
I think they just call it a head. I mean, I've heard.
No, it's not a head-to-head. It's a what do they call it?
Who makes the better steak?
No, because it used to be you used to go through off of like away goals, right?
That's the groups. That's the
I'll make you a nice steak.
Knockout
Come round to my house and I'll make you a nice.
But in the group stage, I thought it was the same thing, right? So like your goals and your fixtures against each other. Since that's Liverpool is beating Ajax because they're 2-1 in their 2-match fixture.
That does not work.
That's there's a word for it. I can't remember. But that's dumb. I think that's a dumb way to do it. Not a group stage, though. I just don't get that because the World Cup is completely different. Like in World Cup, the winners of A would play B.
For like years, so
World Cup's been around longer.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a UEFA competition, right? FIFA and UEFA are supposed to be, you know, following the same rules, right? This is
come
weird
on,
that they mix things up.
We should know by now. International football doesn't really have any rules. I mean, come on,
dude, it's so dumb. Aggregate, thank you.
They literally
Aggregate.
built the World Cup with slave labor. Like, there are no rules here. There's just money, bro. It's just money.
Welcome to Sahara.
hold on, because it's based off aggregate, right? Because if say Ajax were to beat Liverpool in the next fixture, it would be who has the most goals. So it is based off aggregate.
Historical, like how many games you played against the other team, and how many wins you got against them.
What?
Like the total amount of games you played in the history, and then you just like do it against each other.
I thought that was I thought it was just in the group.
The coefficient point doesn't have to do with how you get out of the group.
No, I'm not talking about coefficient.
That's what that is.
What are you talking about?
No, if your history against the other team
hold on.
is better than the other team, you go through.
Within this group stage, or like ever?
Yeah, group stage.
Within the stage, yeah. It's whoever, like, if you beat
he's
that
talking about
team,
the history. Like 10 years ago, if Liverpool beat Ajax more times, Liverpool goes through.
I don't know 10 years ago. What are we talking about now? That's why you got conspiracy.
No, it's called aggregate is what I'm saying. In this tie, right? So, for example, if Liverpool have 6 points at the end of this, you know, well, they're obviously going to have more than that. But let's just say Napoli wins all 4 of their games, or all 3 of their games, right? Or 6. I guess it's 6 games, right? 6 games.
6 games, yeah.
So Napoli wins all 6, and they've got so many points, right? Liverpool has
18 points.
Has 10 points. Ajax has 10 points, and Ajax won 1, and Liverpool won 1. Who goes through? It goes through on aggregate, right?
By the month.
It's on aggregate. Difference.
So, like, if Liverpool won 3-1, and then Ajax beat them 2-1.
Goal difference.
No, it's goal difference in the head-to-head, though, isn't it?
No, it's the total group.
No, I think it's the goal difference in the head-to-head. Like,
that's what it is.
Finish on 10 points, yeah.
You got the.
No, it's the aggregate. It's the combined aggregate. So, for example, Liverpool beat Ajax 2-1. If Ajax beat Liverpool 3-1, then Ajax would go through.
Yeah, they will. If they're same points, they will.
Yeah.
This is how you did against that team who finished below
Exactly.
you.
It's that team.
Yeah.
It's an aggregate. Adam Phillips, right? So it's the aggregate.
So let's hope Ajax beat them 3-1 and they do end up with 10 points each.
Or just get more points. That'd be easier.
Yeah. Liverpool will work their way in.
Liverpool is a mess right now, dude. Everybody laughed at me when I said Liverpool was going to struggle this season.
Yeah. But I don't know, because they've still got a fantastic goalkeeper, so he'll give them points. They'll come good. They always come good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see, head-to-head away goals.
Right.
Away goal. They've done away with the away goal. They've done away with the away goal rule now.
That's
the. It goes to penalties in the last fixture.
That is a conspiracy to keep Tottenham out of the final. They don't want us ever getting to the final again. So they got rid of the away goals rule. They were like, we can't have fucking Tottenham getting to the final of the fucking Champions League. This is no, because you know everyone's biased against us.
And here's
everyone's biased against
us. Want
us
in the final
because they hate us.
It's because Hoiberg,
the media, the British, the British sports media, exactly, and the TV.
We are loved as well. We are
and all the money.
The world.
No one loves us.
But by you know,
outside
of
this is a very key match too. But there's two things. There's 2 things I need to do. First of all, I want to say that this Eintracht Frankfurt match right now is very key because they're the only other club in the group right now that has any points. So if we beat them, that gives us a big jump in getting out of Group D. So it's a big and it's an away leg, right? So that's another big one, which we don't do a good away, right? So the chances of them coming through on us is pretty slight because they already lost once to Sporting. But and then the number 2 thing is I want to say member for 10 months, David, who's at the Williams Ranger level. I can't for some reasons. What do you call it? StreamYard doesn't like member posts, but the he says Napoli sent back Kim Min-jae, Serie A player of the match again.
Yeah.
He missed out. And I'm gonna tell you right now, 한국 사람들이 한국 여러분들 죄송합니다. 제가 잘못했어요. I was wrong about Kim Min-jae. Not that I was wrong. I always knew that Kim Min-jae was a good player. I never doubted that he was a quality player, but I did doubt that he was ready to play in the big time. And right now, he's shown that he was ready. And we made a big mistake, dude. We could have had him at £4 million, bro.
That's right.
And he's going to be costing probably 50-60 million.
I think any centre back's better than Eric Dyer. I think he's the worst in the
Player
league.
of the month. There you go. Player of the month.
Davinson Sanchez exists.
Yeah, but he doesn't hardly play, does he? He only plays if
but
somebody's
he
injured.
does.
Man of the match, he was a bunch of times too.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was man of the match in the Champions League, wasn't he? In one of the games in the Champions League.
Well done.
I think he was man of the match in one of those.
Yeah.
But he's definitely definitely proved it now, and now it's a bit too late. I don't know if the if the young power plays has any pull there or not, but people don't know in Korean culture, if you're really close and the Hyung's like, come to my team, you got to go. You don't have a choice because you're the Dongsae. I don't know if that happens in this type of a situation, but it definitely happens in the office or among friends, right? But
who's he played against?
Who's he played against?
Yeah, this month.
We played against Liverpool.
Yeah, but that's shit.
They played Torino last night.
Torino. Who they played? Napoli's played. They played Milan. I think he was man of the match in their win against Milan.
Okay.
You can't say Liverpool are shit though, State.
They are.
They won the FA Cup. They won the FA Cup and the League Cup last year. And
That's
they
last
only
year,
lost,
though.
Yeah, but this
they
season
only
they've
lost
been
the
bad.
league by 1 point.
They've got a ton of injuries
They're,
right
they're
now too,
traditionally a fantastic club.
and they've got a ton of injuries.
They're the most successful club in England. No one can touch them. Only Man United get close.
Steak is the biggest club.
That could be
Man
true.
City.
Like here,
Maybe.
what's his name? Let me see. Where'd he go? Why can't I see that comment? Oh, this may be true, and this is also a problem. England has very weird work permits, but here's the reason why this doesn't work, Ed. Right, and I'm gonna tell you why this isn't the reason why we didn't sign him. Is because if you start for your national team, you get a pass. So in England, there are tiers. And in order to get a work permit, you have to play in a certain league with a tier. Tier 1 or Tier 2 allows you to get a work permit, right? So for example, MLS is a Tier 4 league, which is a little bit behind the times because they're actually in the top 20 in the world. And that's based off that. It's every 5. I think it's every 5 leagues drops a tier. So first, so 1 through 10, if you play for a club that plays in the top 10 leagues in the world, you're allowed to get a work permit in the UK in order to play.
So what are the top 10 leagues?
I think the FIFA coefficient has it down to like Brazil, Argentina. Here, I'm gonna talk at my house and then somebody's gonna
Probably
call
has
me out
Mexico
again.
in there as well.
Spain, France, Portugal, Italy, Holland.
So you have, well, this isn't right because Major League Soccer is not 8, but that's based off of where's the coefficient at?
Yeah, that's right. MLS is a top 10 league. Respect us.
No, they're not. MLS is
I
not.
don't think you're getting any respect.
Top-
in the state.
MLS is a top 10 watch league. But okay, so you've got the Premier League, the
it's a Bush
Bundesliga,
league. It's a Bush league. Let's be honest.
La Liga, Serie A, Liga, the Eredivisie, the Portuguese league, Brazil, Mexico, Russia right now are the top 10
Okay.
according to the FIFA coefficients.
What about Ukraine?
Ukraine is
We're at 14th.
way down there.
Compared to Russian teams, they do pretty good.
Ukraine is
Not fair.
not even in the top 33, which is all the list I can see.
They've got a couple of big teams, I suppose. Yeah.
But yeah, so MLS right now is 15th, which we're one spot ahead of the Scottish Premiership.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yes,
if you're
you're
not,
better than Aberdeen.
yeah. So if you're not in the UK, so Scottish Premier League players can come straight to the Premier League because they're technically,
In the
citizens,
UK.
not citizens, because you guys aren't citizens. What is it?
Part of the UK.
Yeah, you're subjects of the Queen, right? So you're allowed to come.
King.
King now, sorry.
Yeah.
Or stake.
But MLS is tier 4 still, which they shouldn't be, right? But
where should they be?
If you
Well,
start,
maybe when we stop playing on turf, then we'll.
the kicker is so Americans
What do you
can't.
call turf? Do you call turf grass, or do you call
No, artificial
turf
grass.
Plastic.
Artificial.
Oh, 'cause
AstroTurf.
We call it AstroTurf. Yeah.
Because so there's two
Yeah,
different
turf
things.
is it's just AstroTurf, turf for short. You know, it's
No,
shorthand.
but there is a difference actually between turf and artificial grass. So turf is a shorter carpet-like fake grass.
Oh yeah, it's the more fine. Technically, yeah, it's the
And
more
then
fine.
artificial grass is usually about this long, and it has
Yeah.
rubber
Yeah.
bits that fill about half of it.
The black rubber bits.
That burns your
stuff
skin off.
gets into your eyes.
Hey, y'all think that's bad? I played rugby on that
Oh my god.
for years.
And
It was either mud or dirt, like just dried out terrible fields that were dirt, or
I prefer
I'd be
dirt.
playing on that, the
No,
artificial.
dude, I would
the
rather
AstroTurf.
play, especially in like modern AG, the newer AG fields. A lot of them, the blades are fabric. They're not plastic anymore. They're made out of cloth.
Yeah, that
So
stuff
they're
is
not.
insane.
They're not
Abrasive
like they used to be. So the old AstroTurf was short and it didn't have any black bits, and it was basically just like carpet on top of concrete, right? So it was really it's like that cheap stuff you go buy at Home Depot for like $10 a yard, right?
Yeah.
Like
The first AstroTurf in England was at QPR ground because my husband supports QPR, unfortunately for him. But I think it was. At least we got one worst team in my household.
Did you know that for Premier League sides, 20% of the field is artificial.
Wow.
So what
Yeah,
they do
it's
is
the manager part.
no. So what they do is they have the actual playing surface is 20% of it is artificial. So what they do is they have the dirt surface and they have the grass, and they take a needle and they pierce the ground and they basically sew these long artificial threads into the playing surface. And what it does is it allows the field to be more durable because the natural grass mixes and meshes with the artificial, and so it doesn't get uprooted as much.
So it's a mesh.
Yeah, so it's like it's a hybrid. It's what they call a hybrid pitch system, and it's 20%. So for every blade of grass, because you guys use, I think it's like rye grass or a perennial rye grass in England is what you guys use. For most, yep, hybrid grass. It's a new thing. They've only been doing it. I want to say Tottenham was one of the first clubs in the league to use a hybrid pitch.
That's insane. I just honestly just thinking of all the pitches I used to play rugby on, and like imagining being able to play on something like that.
You can't really tell.
Great.
That's why, like, when you see those guys and they get dug up, you don't see big chunks of grass, because on a truly natural, 100% natural pitch, you'd have big holes in the turf that would have to be divots.
That
on the
would be
golf course.
fun, though. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
That's how it used to be.
Imagine Davinson
to be.
Sanchez. Imagine Davinson Sanchez tackling that.
But that's why back in the old days, when you get to the end of the season, there was no grass in front of the goals. There's those big mud pits in front of goal.
Patches, yeah.
The reason why they don't do that now is because it's hybrid. It's mixed. It's like 80% natural, 20% artificial, and it helps. It makes the pitch more durable. It's
Emerson,
cool technology.
Emerson couldn't have played Premier League football 30 years ago for sure, because he would have just been falling over himself all the time.
Imagine Dombele in that.
Honestly, a lot of the fine techers stuff is probably that's what's huge in the game right now, and I feel like the development of that skill has been aided by the improvement of the pitches over time. You know, it allows you to do more fine technical movement
your feet don't
more
get
easily.
stuck in the mud.
Yeah. And it also makes it less unique, though, because now, like, there are tons of players who are amazing dribblers, but shit at everything else. Whereas it used to be, like, if you were an amazing, like, technical player, you had to be a good player in general. Like, you couldn't just, I don't know. I think it makes it a little easier, too. So.
Did you see Ndombele's goal against Napoli? Bloody hell.
When was that?
It was better than Partey's goal. It was a bloody brilliant goal.
Should bring it back. Should bring it back.
Who are they playing?
I can't remember. I think Udinese, I think.
No.
I think it was Udinese.
I mean, he hasn't done anything.
He didn't do that for us.
He hasn't done anything in the last few games from what I'm seeing, but...
Yeah, I mean, going on to...
They want him to play DM.
Plays DM.
That's what the fans want.
He can't play
You expect that dude to defend? Are you serious?
He's useless.
He can't make it past 45 minutes on a pitch. Like,
he's not
imagine Ndombele as a wing back.
It's the Italian league, actually, because it's a lot slower. It's a lot slower. You've got time on the ball in Italy. It's not like frantic like the Premiership.
I mean, you would think it would. You would think he would be lasting longer, but he's not. I mean, he's also just not playing very much. Probably because
he's a bit heavy, isn't he? He's a bit overweight for a footballer.
Lukaku.
He's bottom heavy. Not Ndombele. Sorry.
Well, Lukaku until he met Conte, and then Conte turned him into a machine. But yeah,
he's a big guy as well.
But Ndombele just won't do it. Like he just won't. He won't do the training. He won't comply. That's why he had to be shipped out. So.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Now what are we left with now?
I'm really worried about next summer too. When all
question for people that watch my
work.
videos on mobile, because I don't, or at least I don't see them.
Ooh,
do you see shirts? Do you see shirts underneath my videos now when they're live? Is the store live?
Let me check that right now.
Do you have the stats? Do you have the stats of Arsenal compared to Spurs on created chances in our first 8 games? Have you got the stats?
In the first 8 games?
Yeah, the first 8 games. How many chances have Arsenal created compared to us?
Or like 10 times as much.
I'd like to
Quite a
see
bit.
that. Yeah, I think there's a big difference.
Imagine Ndombele wins Serie A.
Before we do that, can anybody see shirts sitting underneath the video when we're watching it?
There's no shirts.
No, I'm not seeing it. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, I don't see it.
That's odd. It says they're
They're fake.
Should it be in the description or?
Yeah, it'll be like in between the video and the live. Maybe if you like minimize the live chat is when you'd probably see it. You probably can't see it because
Yeah,
the chat.
I've done that. I still can't. Yeah,
Oh,
even without the chat. Here, let me like close YouTube and
see.
open it again.
Might have to create a.
I think I know what you're talking about. I've seen those ads before.
Yeah.
But I am not. Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
Nor do I.
But it should. It says linked. Like I can see all the products on there now. But
maybe you have to like refresh everything, or I don't know, save
dude,
it.
I don't know. They change stuff on here so many times. It's not even
Or
fun,
maybe
bro.
it just takes time to apply, because sometimes stuff like that, there will be like a delay before
Lost
it
Ellie
actually
again.
applies to your channel.
Oh, it's
for
been a
some
while,
reason.
dude.
Oh really?
Yeah. But
Ellie's gone.
yeah, she'll be back, I'm sure.
Ellie'll be back.
But yeah, no, they got a bunch of different stuff.
Steak.
Anywho, what we're talking about?
Zuma.
Oh,
Well,
she was asking me, "Are you back? Is that you?" No, that's the wrong one. That's you. All right. So you were asking me the Arsenal created chances. So let me see.
Yeah.
Arsenal FC. Let's see.
Blah.
I want to see if they can tell me.
We got to beat them in the reverse fixture.
I can tell you the expected goals
We will.
for their team, which would be kind of the. It would be similar, right?
We usually do.
Who do you think
let's
is?
see.
Who do you think is going to be out like Kulusevski and Bentancur?
Goal and shot creation. Let's see.
I don't think we're gonna get.
Yes, I mean I
players
can
that
tell
good in
you they're like
January.
so their shot creation. I can't tell you like just chances per se.
Okay.
Maybe I can on a different website, but on FBref it won't let me do it. But we can look at a couple of different things here. This is what you need, the Holy Trinity. Not that one.
Is that safe for score?
I don't like SofaScore that much, to be honest with you. The player ratings I like because they're better than just some what do you call it? Some dude's reporter's opinion. But so you look at their shot creation so far this season from a live ball.
217.
So 217 shots they've created. Goal creating actions is 27. And then Tottenham, if you look at their XG, so that would be another thing that you could look at.
Yeah.
So like the XG for the whole club is why isn't it doing that? Premier League. Yeah. Why is it not?
There's no total. That's weird.
There was a total when I did it the first time. Just go back. And go forward one. There's the total. Will you stop with this dumb ad? Nobody reached the 150-mile goals. So 12.8 is the squad total of XG, and they've done pretty well defensively. They've kept it to 5.4 to their opponents. So you could say they're averaging around 12 chances, right? So far, 12 chances total, big chances or quality chances. And then I think they've scored 19 goals. So they're performing a little bit higher than that.
That's pretty good. Plus
They've let
7.
in 8, haven't they?
Yeah.
Because we'd conceded, we'd scored one more goal than them going into this game, and we'd conceded the same amount, 7.
Yeah, so now we're one below them, I
Conceded
think.
10, and we've scored 19.
And then Tottenham
they've scored
Hotspur.
20 goals.
RXG is only 11.7, so they've created more quality chances than we have. We're letting in about 2 goals more. We've scored 17 and let in 10. And our SCA is let's see.
Let's hope Man United beat Man City.
220 shots. And our goal contributing actions were 32. So a lot more goal contributing actions.
Yeah, because we do create a lot of goal contributing actions. That's right. It's just,
and unfortunately,
but Arsenal, they looked really good today, I have to say.
But not today.
I thought they were good, but I didn't think that they were amazing. Like I didn't think that they were like an unbeatable
They could
side.
have. No, they could have been better. We made them look good because we were cowardly.
But don't you feel like, I don't know, they were very
we stood off them.
We stood off. We didn't press. We didn't put them under pressure. It's not even about.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's not even about like pressing high. It's just pressing in general, like man to man, just like in. Yeah, exactly.
They were
should have been 5 in the middle, not 5 at the back.
And Dyer even said that Conte wanted them to press more in the game, so they were that was
They
them
didn't
being
follow his
cowardly.
game plan. Because
Yeah,
everybody was
they were
saying we had a
scared.
plan, but they didn't follow Conte's plan. Otherwise, we would
Did
have
he
done
direct
better.
that like from the beginning, from the very beginning? He wanted us to press them?
They were a bit lazy, our team today. They were very lazy. They weren't. Only Benton Core was at it. Benton
I
Core
think
was
they
all
were.
over the place.
I think they were rattled. I think they were rattled. I think they were. I think the occasion was too big for them. I honestly think that's what it was. I think they were rattled.
Why isn't it too big for them at our ground then? Why is it always
Because
big
the
at their
support is
ground?
with them. They can't handle the booze. They can't handle the noise. They can't handle and then just the expectation, the record against, the fact that we haven't won they just freeze and it's not good enough. I don't want players who will freeze. I know Conte doesn't want players who will freeze in that situation. I want cold-blooded killers. I want guys
the
who
referees
just
too. Want
to win.
I want to say it because, like, look, last year at Arsenal, Lamella gets sent off, right? This year, Emerson gets sent off, right? At our place, Ben White got sent off, right? So, or not Ben White, Harrison or whatever his name was, right? So.
No, Holding got
yeah.
sent off, not
So,
Ben White.
yeah, and so I told you I get those white guys confused,
sorry.
man. Just like I got him and Odegaard messed up earlier, right?
Don't matter. We forgive you, man. Doesn't matter as long as one of them got sent off. That's the main thing.
Yeah, but I just blame everything on Ben White. I guess that's not true because I blamed Odegaard earlier, but yes, thank you, Dave. Rob Holland.
Odegaard's so overrated. So overrated. We made him look good today, and I hate that.
But we did do a better. We lost Ellie again. We did do better, I think, than I think we did do better than some of the other teams have done against Arsenal, though. And I'm gonna tell you why. The number of shots taken is about the same, right? So I don't know if Mikel Arteta's just like shoot because they're averaging about 22 shots a game right now, Arsenal. But a lot of the times they're hitting 12 to 15 on target, and today was only 9, right? So, I think the quality of their chances today wasn't as good as it's been against some other opponents. And
No, I mean, because we're not a terrible team. It's just we have players that just make it's individual mistakes, and then that leads to a collective breakdown.
Because I just like for me watching the game today. And granted, it was 7:30 in the morning, and I was half asleep. I'm not gonna lie. And when Conte subbed, all of our attackers off for defenders, I went back to bed. I'm not even joking.
Yeah, I stopped watching when they
I literally
came
rolled
on.
over, put my face mask on, and went back to bed. Back to sleep. I sleep with a night mask because I don't like light. But
I drank a big cup of coffee, so I was very awake for the game. But when he made those subs, I just closed it off. And that's another thing I was mad about. I didn't bring up is people talking shit about Conte for doing that. And I'm like, the game's over. We're 3-1 down away to Arsenal. The team has all dropped their heads. We're down to 10 men, and he doesn't have any attacking players on the bench. So what do you expect him to do? He did the right thing. I'm not calling it giving up.
I just think you
because
leave.
The game was over.
That's cool. Like if we win on Tuesday, then I won't be too cross, right? But if we put in a tired, weak performance on Tuesday too against Frankfurt, then it's like, what was the point, right?
Well, I'll tell you what was the point, because I honestly believe had he not made subs, we would have lost 6-1.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
They would have torn us apart.
Did it look like it to anybody else in the second half, around the 65th minute, that Son looked like he got injured? He was like half running.
No, I didn't notice that.
I didn't notice it
on my
either,
rewatch. I did. On my rewatch, I did, and I was wondering if that was why he got subbed off. He started. It's all right, Ellie. Community meeting up tomorrow for Curry, organized by Mr. Bob. Good deal. Thank you for coming on, the Queen. We appreciate it. We always love having you on.
Queen Ellie.
Big up to you. Big up to you.
Big up, Ellie.
And yeah, no, I mean, for me, it's just like I thought. All of a sudden, he's just stopped. He stopped. I don't know if it was a change or what, but I thought it was like he stopped dropping back to help defend around like just before Xhaka's goal. So I don't know. It's just weird. It looked like he was pulling up to me, but could be that. But folks at home, with 3 hours, it is 11:48 in the PM. Any other topics we want to talk about before we say goodbye for the evening and till next time on Tuesday, or what?
Hopefully Emerson gets suspended for 3 games. Hopefully it is the full 3 games, because I don't want to see him on the football pitch.
Oh, he wasn't that bad.
He's
Maybe
terrible.
he'll make a comeback.
But he is bad. He needs to stop.
He's one of the worst players I've ever seen play for Tottenham. I mean, I haven't been following for a long time, so I'm sure there are guys who are worse than this guy, but definitely in the last 7 to 10 years is definitely the worst.
So quick thoughts on USMNT. You're going to the USA Wales match? Like you're going to Qatar, David?
He's going to World Cup.
Did you text me? David, I got a text from somebody, like an actual text, not on Cow Talk, but a text from somebody said, "Hi, I'm David." But that was all he said.
So I will say that I have absolutely zero faith in Greg Berhalter. He is a terrible coach. I don't trust his squad selection. I do not trust his tactics. And yeah, I'm honestly pretty worried. I'm pretty worried. So
awesome.
It
wasn't on Cow.
We win.
It was on regular text.
Yeah, Greg out. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Too late. So we're gonna have to wait till after the World Cup, and
You guys
they'll
wanna
probably not
hear a
even
funny
do
story?
it because isn't his brother like on the board of the USSF or something?
Used to be, but I think that brother guy quit. You want to hear a funny story?
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So today my youngest son had a game, and you can see I have a little bit of a sunburn line on my head here.
Sunburn, yeah.
Yeah, because I was wearing a summer beanie, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys know what a summer beanie is, but it's
What's
like
a
knit.
summer beanie?
It's a beanie, right? But it's got like holes in it, so like it's not as hot as a winter beanie, right?
Okay.
And let's see if this,
Ventilation.
but you can see it's not working. Let me fix this here. Sorry for the bang sound, but
Oh my god, do you have like patterns on your
yeah,
head?
I do. You're gonna
I
see
thought
it here in a second.
I thought that was just like my screen
See it?
resolution. Oh my god, you can see dots.
Let me put it up. Let me put it up like this. Wait, let's put it up like this.
Gosh. It looks like somebody hit you with like a meat
That's hilarious,
tenderizer.
My
Fun. Oh my goodness.
my kid, we were right before the show. I was working out with my 2 13-year-old boys, or teenage boys. They're like, Dad, you got these dots all over your head. Like, what dots are those? And so so anyway, I was like, oh, whatever. It was probably, I thought it was just like impressions from the hat, because like, and you push things on your thing or whatever, and it stays that way. But no, it's literally sunburned dots. So I'm gonna have to go. It's all right. He's got a game tomorrow. I'll just go stand out in the sun without a hat on for a little while. It'll be burnt.
Even it out, yeah.
Even it out. I thought it was a funny, and I always do that too. I'll wear a beanie because I think beanies look cool, and I like the way that I look in a beanie. And it's like this is like a fall beanie. It's a little bit thinner, right? But it's not. But this one's like for summertime. I totally didn't realize, like, cause it was like 68 degrees today, I think, when we were watching the game. So it wasn't very hot. So I didn't feel the sun blaring down on me. And so that's why and it was just too funny not to share. So. But yeah, so when I wear a beanie like this and the sun hits my face, I get this line across my head that I don't normally get when I wear a hat like I was wearing before, because the visor kind of shades your face, and you usually only get burned on the cheeks.
That's what I wear. I wear a visor. It looks really bad.
No, it's not a cam effect, man. It's literally like it was a waffle. The hat's a waffle pattern, right? So if you think about like waffle chips that you get from like Chick-fil-A or something like that. Waffle
do they
fries.
have that over there? I don't know if they do.
I don't know.
I don't think they do.
But it's literally like, it has squares. It's knitted. It's a knitted hat. It's a knitted cotton hat that's real thin, but it has squares, and the squares are about, I don't know, maybe a half a centimeter square, right? And they're just all over the place.
So we got burned through the holes in the hat in a perfect grid.
Burnt through the holes in the hat.
Perfect grid pattern.
Just as usual, Eugene joins us from the car as we're about to end the show.
Eugene!
Hi guys.
There you go.
Why are you going to work on a Sunday?
Will, I work in the F&B industry.
I don't know what that is.
Always busy.
Food. I work in a restaurant, bro. I work in a mall. So my off days are Wednesdays.
And I'm not Irish. I'm Scottish.
I work in the restaurant industry too. And my off days are Monday and Tuesday.
I actually tan pretty good. Like I'm not very white for a white guy.
But you also live in the South, so you have constant sun exposure. Like
yeah,
me.
but it's like it's sunny all the time here. But so like I'll get red really quick, but like tomorrow it'll be brown. Yeah.
I got the same thing. I got the same thing.
Tyrion, is it sunny where you are too?
Oh yeah, I live like I don't know, probably like 8-hour drive north of Will, maybe less than that.
Mountains.
Yeah, maybe like 6-7 hours. Yeah, but I mean, I'm in the mountains,
maybe
but it's not like
you might be right. Maybe it depends on which way I go.
There's small mountains, like the Appalachians, like the Blue Ridge Mountains, like compared to like mountains in like the eastern part of the world. These are old, very
or even
eroded.
Western United States is
or even the West. Yeah, like the Sierra Nevadas, the Rockies. Those are way bigger. You know,
I think it was something like I want to say the highest mountain, which is like Mount Mitchell, which is like what in between you and I.
Yeah.
In the Appalachian chain is like 6,000 feet or something. It's like the highest
6,000. Yeah,
then like the highest peaks in the mountains in the west are like 14,000 and 20 miles.
But the thing is, like these are it's a large chain of mountains, and it's a lot like more individual mountains. So it's like very clustered, and you got what we call hollers, which is like the gaps in between the mountains that people live in. Yeah.
So I actually watched a video that if you look, I think it's the 98th meridian. If you look at the 98th meridian, 80% of the United States lives east of the 98th meridian. It's almost a dead straight line.
Yeah.
And the reason why, and then all the way west of the Sierra Nevadas is where everybody else lives. So it's only like 10% of the U.S. population lives between the Sierra Nevadas and the 98th meridian. And that's because those mountains are so high that and that's where you get kind of like the desert area in between the Rockies and the Sierra Nevadas. It becomes the arid part. And you can see it's like almost a rainfall between, I think it's like 20 inches a year and 12 inches a year. It's like a dead straight line that almost cuts the country in half. There's kind of reason that's why getting water to that part of the United States, Las Vegas, Salt Lake City, it's really hard, right? So,
Arizona,
Arizona, New Mexico. Nobody lives out there. Even West Texas, dude. Nobody lives out in West Texas, dude.
It's just desert or like dry plains, steppe. It's just
Like I had never seen a tumbleweed in my life until I went to West Texas.
With global warming coming, right? For all you know, right, the deserts will turn into green lush, and then the cities will turn.
No, it's actually the desert's actually growing. So it actually
it is.
The line actually used to be at the 100 degree mark, the 100th meridian.
You mean the desert is actually growing? That means
now it's out to 98. It's gone 2 degrees.
And we're having
east.
And they're having more regular droughts in those areas, and also rampant wildfires as well.
Yeah.
So it's
50 years time you'll drop 10 or 20 more degrees then, guys.
And we're getting more rain here in the south though.
Yeah. It's really, there aren't many parts of the country that are like, it's really just like the far northeast, I guess, that is the most like or probably the least, threatened in terms of like inclement weather. I mean, the southeast, we have rain, hurricanes, floods. Obviously the West has the things we mentioned, and and then even the middle of the country, they have tornadoes, and those are being more frequent. Tornadoes and
tornado alleys. Yeah, so tornado alleys actually shifted. It used to be Kansas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri. That area used to be Tornado Alley.
Now it's like Ohio, Missouri.
The frequency of tornadoes in that area is actually declined. Now it's like Tennessee, Kentucky, Tennessee, Ohio. That's where it's like shifted northeast a little bit.
Yeah.
And then like we're getting rain. Huh?
Moving northeast.
Northeast. The jet stream. Yeah, we have 2 jet streams in the United States. One that comes down the East Coast, right? That follows the East Coast down south into the Gulf. and then we have weather patterns that come up into the Gulf. So what happens is you have cool, dry air coming down from Canada through the Rocky Mountains that goes through that desert area that meets the, saturated or humid, warm air from the Gulf, right?
Yeah.
And you have those two, and then it shifts back east again. So you have these two. If I were to pull up a map of the United States, I mean, you can picture it in your head. Cold, dry air coming from the north, warm, humid air coming from the south, and that pushes the thing back to the east. So the west is getting cut out of more rain, and the southeast is getting more rain. Like it rained crazy this year down here in Georgia, man. Like I thought it was supposed to be hot and dry down here, but it's not, dude. It's just hot and wet down here. Like it rained almost every damn day all summer.
Same. We had a lot of rain up
turning
here.
into a tropical weather, then you're
Yeah, kind of like in Korea when they have the monsoon season in August, where it rains like almost every day for a month. I mean, it's
and
Even
here in
monsoon season's so random now. We don't even have like a regular one.
our monsoon seasons have moved forward. It's become weird. We used to have monsoon seasons at end of the year, but now monsoon seasons like it's somewhere in October, and then it gets really hot somewhere December and November. I guess it's more or less Guguma and we share more or less the same climate kind of,
no.
what
In
we were
Korea,
talking
it's
about.
cold in the wintertime.
In
In Korea, their monsoons used to be
I know, but you got
August. Their 4 seasons. Korea has 4 seasons. So.
Yeah, but nowadays there are a lot of countries turning to 3 seasons now. Autumn is being skipped. They're just jumping from summer to winter.
Yes,
That's
true.
that's how it's starting to be in Virginia. Our summers are getting hotter and more humid, and then much more humid. It's getting to be like I mean I was born in Florida, and I was lived there for a few years as a kid, and I remember how hot and humid it was down there, and it's starting to get like that up here. And then our autumn season, our fall season is being shortened. It's barely the month of October is over before it starts feeling like actual winter. But it also seems like we're getting less frequent snow and less frequent precipitation in the winter. So I don't know. It's all jumbled up. It's weird.
Down here, it doesn't like we just basically have summer. The heat this year wasn't that hot.
Wasn't that hot up here?
There was very few
the
90
last few
days.
years.
Yeah, it was very few days in the 90s here.
Our thing was our humidity is like 80% above where it used to not be that high.
Yeah, we were getting those like 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock showers every day, like you get in Florida. Every day in Florida, 5 o'clock in the summertime it rains.
Oh yeah,
and then it's a flash rain. It rains for like an hour and then it's done.
Sometimes it's on one side of the highway and
it's not on the other. It's the same way. Like my wife would call me. She's like, "It's pouring rain." I'm like, "It's not raining." And she was like 15 minutes away. Like it's not even. It was just and it would just pop up rain.
We were getting more of that up here this year too. A lot of sun showers. Not a lot of cloud and still getting precipitation.
In Malaysia, we call it sporadic rain. That's all. It rain in one spot and not rain in the other spot, and you can actually see the line. yeah, but what I'm saying is like even for me in Malaysia now, our weather is turning cooler end of the year, so rain and cold and I don't know. Like I say, it's all about global warming. So it is what it is, right? We
just climate change. I don't know if it's global warming, but definitely climate change.
I think it's global warming, climate change.
They've stopped using the global warming word because in some places it's not warming, it's cooling, right? So in some places it's warming. It's just climate change now.
Yeah,
climate change. Right?
Yeah.
But when it gets hot, it gets really hot here. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's
more
areas
mild here in Georgia this year, so that wouldn't be global warming, right? That would be like global
climate change.
Cooling. So they just call it climate change.
Even in the U.S., like with all the inclement weather we do experience, like it's still not anything compared to like a lot of places in the world right now, like Pakistan, which is like an ocean is forming in the country, basically like a new bay. it's terrible. You know, there's terrible stuff happening. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Best wishes, prayers, everything to all the people suffering from climate-related disasters.
That was for David to do the horn sounds. So.
Yeah.
I forgot to play your intro when you came on.
The thing is that, Will, you see, when I left the house, you said you're gonna end. So I said that if I see you're still on when I reach my car, I'll hop on. And you're always on.
I was literally about to end. I sort of said, anybody got anything to say? And they're like, no, we were winding up, and then boom, you popped in. But
okay, I got something to say about the match, right? If Google Ma, you remember we were doing the Wednesday show on my channel, right? I already said we have a deal with Arsenal, right? We'll go there and lose to them, right? And we'll beat them at home. It's a 3-point deal. We share the 3 points. We share the 3 points, right? And secondly, I told the Arsenal boys, right? If we have Emerson on the pitch, right, the game is yours. You can take it. You can take it. I say that you can take the bloody game. I don't care, right? With Emerson on the pitch, come on. What a stupid
well,
thing he did.
in that case, you literally called it because he literally gave it away.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it was already kind of gone, but like he definitely killed any chance of us taking anything out of it.
I know, but guys, my biggest fear now, right? What if Conte now says that let's throw the Champions League too, right, and focus on the Premier League?
Oh God!
That's what he did last year.
I hope
well, I mean, he pulled all of our players out today to focus so that they wouldn't get hurt and be available for Tuesday. So that wouldn't make sense.
Are we playing at home?
No, it's away. I think on Tuesday.
No, it's away.
It's away. Oh, this is not gonna be easy.
It's not, and that's what everybody's saying. They're not that good,
and I blame Edu, right? All our players had to go all over the world to play, and he kept back Jesus and whoever to Brazil to play. So they had an advantage there, guys. So if I break off, guys, right, because I might go into some kind of weird data.
Like you just did.
So, yeah. So because nowadays my workplace has changed, so it's a shorter drive. So you just it's a shorter drive. I mean, it's going to be as short as my new job, but it's a shorter drive because we just opened a new restaurant on Friday. So I'm like dead beat by now. But guys, I'm always on while you're ending. So if I just go missing, end the stream.
Trust me, I will. You guys know it's not now. Like since I started going to the gym, dude, I try to go to bed a lot earlier. And so if you've noticed lately, I'm like,
you're buffed already.
Half falling asleep. Huh?
I say you're showing.
No, I came from the gym like right before the stream, so I didn't have a chance to shower yet. So.
Okay. I thought you were showing off your.
No, I usually would have put a shirt on, but I mean, I didn't have time. The stream had to start, so. I think I even started late today, a couple minutes, but I was working out with my other.
Cut off, right? Yeah, but I'll better make a move soon because I'm arriving to my destination. Thanks for having me on for the short while, Will. Nice seeing you. Nice seeing you, Kirian. Big up, Guguma.
Good to see you, Yuji.
We'll catch up on Wednesday, Guguma. Huh? We'll catch up on Wednesday. All right. Bye. Take care. And bye, everyone in the chats. Bye. And Will's falling asleep.
I'm young. I'm falling out, man. Especially since I didn't sleep. I couldn't fall asleep, and then I woke up for this dumb game. And then
I woke up early too. God.
And then had to go to my kids' game, which wasn't dumb. And then had to. I didn't take a nap.
What time was it in Korea? Go the kickoff today.
1:10 Sunday, 1:10 p.m.
Oh man, that's nice.
Time.
That's a good kickoff time.
It's time for Miss Gogama.
Oh, the game was at the game. Right now it's 1:10 Sunday.
Oh no! What time was the?
The game. It was at 8:30 p.m. last night.
Oh, see, that's still a good. That's prime time.
Yeah, that was perfect.
Oh man.
But they only get that like once or twice a year. Most
Only
of the time
with the
it's like,
early kickoffs, yeah.
Right.
I
Usually
guess,
it's 3 a.m.
yeah, late at night, yeah.
Which for me is the 3 a.m. ones are the ones that are like 1 p.m. for us. So
Which are the
12:30.
ones we like.
Yeah.
Yay. Lunchtime.
But yeah, I like, and then Champions League games you guys can hardly ever watch, right? Because that's on like 4 a.m. for you guys, right?
Yes.
Between
Actually,
3 a.m. and 4 a.m.
Actually, last night the timing was perfect though because
It was on 12.
after the derby, it was we saw Napoli and then also Mallorca game, so it was good. 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Oh
So
wow! Yeah.
because last week we had last
Triple header.
Champions League game we had the early fixture, right? It was what, 12 p.m. my time, so it'd have been like 1 a.m. your time, something like that.
Yeah.
And then Napoli after that at 2 or 3. And anywho, folks at home, we're gonna call it a night. We'll be back Tuesday. With the post-match show for the Champions League. And I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their weekend. And that's another thing that's really hard about being an American and watching Tottenham is you watch that at 7:30 and you have to go the whole day dealing with the aftermath. So, but
yeah.
It is what it is. We're still in third. Hopefully City drops points tomorrow. And we stay
Hopefully
close.
Levy spends in January. Damn it.
Yep. And then hopefully Liverpool gets their act together and beats Arsenal next week at Arsenal. Because I'm going to tell you right now, you know what I'm more worried about? I am more worried right now that they're going to beat Liverpool at home. And though that I will hate Arsenal fans more.
Oh my God, they'll lose it. They'll lose their head. They're gonna be talking about title run at that point.
Oh,
if they
yeah.
beat
It's gonna be
Liverpool at
so bad.
Anfield, they're just gonna be like.
And the way that Liverpool is right now, dude, too, it could totally happen. You know what I mean? So
I feel like I don't know. They still haven't played an attacking team of the quality of Liverpool. So I know Liverpool's been shit, but they're at Anfield. You know.
I don't think they're. I think they're at. I think it's at the Emirates.
Oh, it's at the Emirates. I thought you were.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm
Never mind.
saying.
Never
home.
mind. They could easily win that game. Oh man, that's terrible.
Yeah, that's the point. That's bothering me. Let me look here.
They won't win the league though. They're not going to win the league. Like, let's be honest. Man City is going to win the league again.
Oh yeah, for sure. Man City's going to win. I'm not worried about them winning the league, but just even them finishing above us.
I think there's a good chance they will. Honestly, the only thing that could save us is their run-in is the hardest in the league. I'm pretty sure. They have to play like every top 6 team in their run-in. So
I think if somebody gets injured, if the thing is they don't have a bench at all, really.
Yeah. I mean, we don't really have a bench either. I mean, we got Richarlison.
Yeah, but that's a little better than nobody, right? Because if Jesus goes down, then it's Nketiah, right? Which is not.
Yeah, he scored to help them beat Chelsea last season at Stamford Bridge.
Yeah, but I mean that was a Chelsea that was absolute.
Yeah, they
dog
were
water.
That was the worst Chelsea performance I've seen in a long time. It was really bad.
Arsenal has Liverpool at home, and then they go away to Leeds, away to Southampton, and then Nottingham Forest at home. And they don't play another.
Martinelli. I'm sorry.
He's a baller. Honestly,
so?
I can't hate. I think he's a baller.
I think he's young and fast, but I think the quality is not great.
Man, I think he'll only improve playing at the level he's playing at with the confidence.
Oh yeah, he'll get better. He's young.
He'll get better. I mean, I think he will be a really good player, but I still think Kulusevski is better than Martinelli. So
yeah, I think he's got what I think Kulusevski's better than Saka. I think Saka's better than Martinelli.
Yeah, exactly. So Kulusevski is better than both of them. Yeah.
But Arsenal, after they get past Liverpool next Sunday, they've got a pretty easy schedule again until they hit Chelsea in November. So,
damn, I hope we get Decky back soon, man. We really need him. This team is not the same without him.
Arsenal can't get
Mm-hmm.
Liverpool. But anyway, guys, I'm done. Stay strong. Stay Spurs. See you guys freaking next time.
Next time.